and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. Then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
You had a little heat on that one. Winters.
Winters. I don't know.
Hey, you revved it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it.
I don't even know how to ride one.
You whiskey throttled it.
Well, happy Tuesday.
Yeah, welcome to it.
We're winding into your Tuesday morning.
Tuesday.
Maybe it's, I don't know.
Exaggerated Val Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see, speaking of exaggerated Val,
No.
I can't wait to see that documentary.
Okay, good point. For those who don't know, there's a Val Kilmer documentary coming to, is it Amazon Prime?
I think it's out now. I think you can watch it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
The world done been not good to Val Kilmer. Not been so good at all.
Well, apparently, I guess the way the documentary teaser played out, apparently Val Kilmer's carried a camera with him like his whole life, and now he's compiled all of this camera work, and now it's the life of Val, including his, was it throat cancer or whatever kind of cancer?
Yeah, apparently he's got like stage 3, like some kind of like throat cancer.
Yeah, he's got the windpipe deal.
The stoma, in his larynx.
Yeah.
Which, that's a rough way to see the Iceman, you know?
Yeah, but it's
tough.
It looks way out there, man. I'm like, I'm trying to. I think it's either going to be brilliant or 2 minutes into it, I can't watch it.
Right.
It's going to be one or the other.
It's absolutely going to be one of those two things. What it reminds me though is, and I had a friend like this growing up. I don't know if everybody did, but I assume that people did. That one friend that like took all the pictures, like documented everything. They were like, someday it's going to matter. Someday I'm going to be famous, and then everybody's going to look back, and I'll have all these memories. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Val Kilmer was. Dude was committed from like day one.
Apparently.
Now, granted, if you're on just like a set, like if you're a child actor and you're just on a set, one would think, grab a video camera because you're probably going to get some good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, young Kevin Bacon.
And this, for you youngins out there, like, what's the big deal? This was, probably, I don't know when he started in the 70s or 80s or whenever he started his filming of himself. But this is the age before the internet and camera phones. And
I'm going to assume early 80s.
And even just the fact that people had cameras of any kind on them. Because before your smartphones, nobody carried cameras. Nobody had that stuff. That's why we didn't have Twitters and Facebooks and things. So no one was taking pictures of everything you did.
Me and my friends, we used to, and this might come as a surprise to you. We used to carry a camera around and film ourselves doing stupid stunts. I know that's shocking, right? The stunt, but we used to call it was like a Jackass style thing. Ours was called slapstick because I wasn't allowed to cuss. We used to. It was an RCA, one of those big like with the VHS full cassette camcorders.
Oh yeah,
that like shoulder mounted. That, would hurt after 10 minutes of use.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that thing, and we used to carry that thing with us everywhere.
I think you showed me some of that
years ago. I used to have I don't know what happened to any of the tapes, but it's
I
all
vaguely
garbage.
remember you showing me like some stuff where y'all were like in parking lots, like slamming into light poles with
shopping
grocery carts. Yeah, some with a swing.
Yeah, we did. There was at one point we were just like launching each other off of swings.
Yeah.
We ate weird things. We did this one bit called it was off of Jackass, called the Glutton Bowl, where we just forced ourselves to eat all this horrible stuff, but we ate like half a pack of chocolate laxatives beforehand.
Oh, jeez.
Each. Yeah, it was just none of it was highbrow entertainment, but it kept two youngerns entertained for an afternoon or two.
Now he does a radio show where he makes fun of kids eating Tide Pods.
That's right. So keep at it, kids. Keep doing stupid stuff. Someday your dreams can come true. I wouldn't even spike in the camera. Someday your dreams can come true.
Bing. Well, happy Tuesday. Welcome to it. And the Val Kilmer documentary. Now, I did finish. It's called The Last Narc. It was a 4-part documentary. That thing it's good.
Yeah.
It reveals a lot. It's not for the faint of heart. I will just, because of the things they're talking about and everything, it's rough.
One's got to imagine.
But it is very informative.
One of the most hard, like the most hard to get through scenes in Breaking Bad was the scene where with Danny Trejo.
Oh yeah,
with the turtle.
Yeah.
That I mean, and that was it was played up for comedy, but that was just like a small example of what the cartel is capable of. The kind of weird stuff that they do. Yeah.
Now this doesn't show all that, but this is talking about basically if you watch like I said, if you watched on Netflix the Narcos shows, particularly the Mexico one, this kind of covers the truth behind a lot of that, and it's messed up.
What was it? Pinky what?
Oh, the Kiki Cameron.
Kiki Cameron,
yeah, he was
the
a DEA agent that
yeah.
was kidnapped and murdered.
And apparently
tortured.
when you said torture doesn't do it justice based on what you were telling me yesterday.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, it was messed up.
Jiminy Christmas, man.
Yeah, it was messed up.
That was a lot.
But anyway, it's if you love that narco stuff, because it basically has the people that were there and the dirty cops,
right?
Even picking out CIA people. See, that's what this thing was saying. That our DEA agent was killed by our own people, and that's the evidence is. Well, I mean, the people that were there in the room that have been in hiding are coming out saying this stuff, and it's kind of interesting. But
it really is.
Anyway, it's
I'm gonna
dark.
check it out for sure.
Yeah, and it's called The Last Narc. It's really good. It's 4 hours of your time. I think each episode is about 45, 50 minutes, and they're all very good. So
nice.
Let me give you the rundown. We haven't even started the show yet officially.
Oh, we hit the ground running with Val Kilmer. I mean, once you hit Iceman, you just slide right in.
Yeah,
we were just running Top Gun lines yesterday with the Stoma.
We're not good people.
No, we're not. Look, I'm going to hell, but those of you who are laughing out there, you're coming with me.
All right. Here I sit.
That's right.
As I giggle. Let me give you the rundown. We're going to have Pastor Troy Smotherman and Pastor Sean Kelly from Church on the Move join us. From Church on the Move, we're going to be talking Family Fun Night. That's Friday night. We're talking all kind of stuff they've got going on. They got a bevy of things happening in the coming weeks there at Church on the Move.
Could have given me a heads up that the pastors were going to be in an hour one, given the topics of conversation we started the show with. Would have been nice to, just have a...
I know for a fact they're big Val Kilmer fans.
There you go.
Then in the 8 o'clock hour, about 8:15, we're going to replay our interview we had last, I believe it was Monday. We had the folks from the Roswell Community Little Theater join us and talking about Bye Bye Boydie. Bye Bye Boydie. But yes, that is their new play that premieres this weekend.
Yes.
Friday night is opening night. Be Friday night, Saturday night, 7:30.
Yep.
And
Sunday night at 2:30?
Actually 2.
Is it 2? Okay.
2.
I get that wrong every time because it's the 30 for the 7.
Yeah.
It's the O for the 2.
Yeah, 2 p.m. on Sunday. That'll be this weekend and next week at the Roswell Community Little Theater. So they joined us last week, and we talked all about the play and all that. So we'll play that for you in the 8 o'clock hour.
Very good.
And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, Robert Reynolds will join us for his monthly visit. Robert joins us to keep us up to date. Things like his poetry group, Senior Circle, which... Nothing's happening in Senior Circle because it's still closed to COVID. But
It's a closed circle.
Yes, gospel meeting, all kind of stuff. So he'll give us all that info here about 9:15 or so.
Nice.
Plus your hourly features that include the news, both of the national and the local variety. Also your normal features, and it is Tuesday, we'll get the recap of your Roswell Livestock Report with one Smiley Wooten here in just a few as well.
Wooten.
Yeah.
I'd like to give him an extra H. Wooten.
Well, how does he say it?
Smiley Wooten.
But does he use a T? Is it Wooten or
He says Wooten.
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 Yeah, I think so too.
Is here Smiley Wooten?
We'll listen. We'll pay.
Roswell Livestock Auction. I don't know why I'm giving him all of a sudden a Cajun accent.
All I know is Smiley Wooten better not kidnap anybody and then use his own, call the people to get ransom money because
Good morning. I'm calling to get your ransom money. I have your loved one, and
he's going to get spotted.
and I'm holding him next to the Angus and Brangus.
He's going to get outed real quick. He's like, Smiley, is that you?
Smiley.
No.
He uses a voice changer. Good morning, Mrs. Smiley. I have your loved one out. That'd be Smiley.
He cannot commit no crimes with his voice. He's gonna get outed real quick.
Yeah, I've thought about that in the past. It's like if I ever did something wrong, somebody like, is that Sean Smalls?
Right? I tell her, man, that happens to me at drive-thrus at fast food establishments.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I'm like, can I get a number 4, a number 7, a number 12, and a number 2, large size, please? And then they get through. Hey, aren't you the radio guy? I am. Yes, that is all for me.
Yeah. Just one guy in the car. Hang your head in shame.
It is 7:16. I imagine we should do some weather.
Probably should.
They have percentages of rain in the weather forecast. We'll see how that shapes up. But here, for you officially, the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks like the monsoon will start kicking back in a little bit over the next few days. Isolated to scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms today. Partly sunny and hot with our high in the upper 90s. Maybe a shower this evening, cloudy overnight and down to about 70. A mix of sunshine and clouds coming up tomorrow and we'll hit the mid-90s. Maybe a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. And currently 69 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 66%. Winds currently out of the south at 6 miles per hour. A lot of sixes there. Anyway, 30% chance at some of that moisture for this afternoon today. They say mainly after 4 p.m. Partly cloudy otherwise. High of 96 today. Winds will be out of the south, 10 to 15 miles per hour. 30% chance of rain continues into tonight. So I guess our sweet spot for rain today is between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. That's our 3-hour window of rain sweetness, according to them. But they say a 30% chance of rain before 7. Mostly cloudy, overnight low of 71 with south winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, we're looking at a 30% chance of showers, partly cloudy, high of 94. South winds at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, 30% chance of rain as well, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 70. Thursday, we're looking at a 40% chance of showers for the afternoon, mostly sunny, high of 91. South winds 5 to 10. 40% chance of rain for Thursday night as well, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 70. Friday, we're looking at a 60% chance at showers, partly cloudy, highs right around 87. 60% chance of rain Friday night as well, mostly cloudy with an overnight low of 69 degrees. And then looking at your weekend, 50% chance of rain on Saturday, partly cloudy, 87. 40% chance of rain on Sunday, partly cloudy, and 85. So really, rain chances for the next week looks like here, but looks like our strongest chances will be Thursday night, Friday, and into Saturday there. All right, it is 7:19, and real quick, Big O Tires. We know the value of communities because since day one, we've been locally owned and operated, and we love offering our communities a great deal. From August 23rd through September 19th, get up to $70 reward card on select Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. Right now, only at Big O Tires. Yeah, pretty cool. Not valid with other offers. Deposit fees extra and up to 10% shop local fee on non-discounted regular retail price, not to exceed $35 where permitted. Void where prohibited. Additional retailer offer advertised within this independent from action manufacturer's offer. See store for details. All right, it is 7:20. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to have Pastor Sean and Pastor Troy from Church on the Move join us here in just a few minutes. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 410 head of cattle sold on Monday on a steady to slightly higher market with excellent buyer attendance compared to last week. Stocker calves sold steady, feeder cattle steady, packer cows and bulls steady, $1 higher. 3 to 400 pound steers, $211, $218. 3 to 400 pound heifers, $180, $185. 4 to 500 pound steers, $181, $211. 4 to 500 pound heifers, $154, $165. 5 to 600 pound steers, $167, $181. 5 to 600 pound heifers, $154, $165. 6 700 pound steers, $156, $167. 6 700 pound heifers, $146, $154. 7 800 pound steers, $136, $156. 7 800 pound heifers, $121, $146. Packer cows, $75 to $83.50. Canner and cutter cows, $67 to $70. Packer bulls, $90 to $1.25. Feeder bulls, $76 to $82.50. The top half the cow-calf pairs, $1,125 to $1,525 per pair. Top half the bred cows, $1,000 to $1,425 per head. Expecting a little better run next week, and we do appreciate the business. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
College football is back on the High Plains. You don't want to miss out on your Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds' return to the gridiron as they welcome 6 home opponents this fall. The home schedule features the Wagon Wheel rivalry game versus West Texas A&M, our annual homecoming game, and the home opener on September 2nd versus Central Washington. Season tickets are now available for as low as $25 per person. Call 575-562-2153 or visit goeasternathletics.com for more information. ENMU Greyhound football all in.
Red Dirt Black Gold 2021 is coming Saturday, August 28th in downtown Artesia, featuring some of the best in Red Dirt country from Tel Runyon, Josh Malloy, Bart Crow, and Reckless Kelly. 92.9 The Brand is giving you the chance to score a VIP experience. We're talking food, backstage access, and the best seat in the house. Just text VIP along with your name to 291-7468. That's VIP along with your name to 291-7468. Enter for your chance to go VIP from Red Dirt Black Gold and the Brand.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service also allows me to be there for my community in ways others can't. I help my hometown recover after nature strikes. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country and those I care about safe from threats. I also work with a network of professionals that help me succeed. Also, the Army National Guard's education benefits make getting a higher education a reality. Being an Army National Guard soldier makes living and serving in my community more rewarding every day. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Coming up on the next edition of the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show, Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky on everything going on right now in D.C. with the budget, the infrastructure bill, plus the COVID madness that continues to spread across the country. And Clay?
We are going to discuss my stand against masks as I roll in as an angry dad to get ready for the big debate on the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show.
Travis and Sexton are on Roswell's Talk FM weekdays at 10. Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 1 in 3 snake bite victims is drunk. 1 in 5 is tattooed. Hold my beer and check this out. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 7:24. Yeah, it went dead there for a second. That's when they talked to me. Yeah. Welcome to live radio. It is 7:24, and joining us in studio this morning from Church on the Move, Pastors Troy Smotherman and Sean Kelly back with us. Morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Mike.
How you guys doing today?
Great, man.
Yeah, you got to love live radio. Yeah, that's the beauty of it all.
But
man.
you're good at it. You can segue right into it. And we've watched you many times do this.
Yeah, hair's on fire, things going on.
And you still just, I'm Mike Winters.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
That's funny.
That is funny. Pretty good, Mike.
Well, how's everything at Church on the Move been?
Church on the Move's doing great.
Yeah,
still,
I'm sure.
Still reaching people for Jesus and helping people and loving people.
Not that there's a such thing as a slow time of the year, but I imagine the back to school time frame here as folks kind of transition to their, I guess you could say, normal routines, but not their summer routines. And that's a busy time for the church, too. I mean, not just, the Sunday worship stuff, but just with all the other things that, as a family you guys do. Just, I'm sure all of that's ramped up to level 10 right now.
It's true. It's typically the time of year that people start coming back to church, everybody's used up their vacation time, gone for the summer, and especially probably this year with people going back to school, back to work, all those good things. Mm-hmm. So we start to see people again. And that's kind of what we're doing this weekend is welcoming people back to school.
Yeah, it's a family fun night. It's Friday night here.
Yes.
And if you're a fan of country music, might be a particular artist that might be hanging out, just lingering around.
Coffee Anderson.
Yeah, Coffee Anderson.
I know him a little bit now. I know. You don't linger. The guy's full of energy.
He's just going to be a wallflower hanging out in the corner, sipping on some punch. Maybe come up say hi to him. No, he's going to be there singing and doing a concert and kind of setting the tone for Friday night, I guess you could say.
Yeah, so we do these family nights at our church a few times a year. And this year, we just thought, hey, we're going back to school. And Pastor had made this connection with Cafe at a men's conference that we had done here back in July. And so gave him a call and said, hey, you want to come do a show for family night? And he was like, yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah,
so.
and for folks that aren't familiar, I think he got started like on YouTube and all that. And then he was on Nashville Star. And got into like the top 5 or 6 on that, and then of course he's gone on to have his own hits and things like that too. But
and he was at Netflix.
That's right. He got the show on Netflix,
series,
and with his family.
Yeah,
and he's done a lot of things from YouTube. Now he's a pretty famous guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got some hits out.
He's a country artist.
He is, and he's the thing that we love about him is he's a great Christian man. He loves the God. And that's what we love about him. That's why we're bringing him in. And
awesome.
That's because he's a Christian too, and above everything else.
Kind of figured.
Yeah, I wouldn't have him in otherwise.
He can sing, but man, he ain't got it figured out yet.
Yeah, well, we just, again, it's family night. We have so many times where families, it's hard to take your family some places without hearing certain things and being exposed to constant certain things, and just wanting to say, hey, you know what? Can I just bring my kids and my wife someplace without someone cussing somebody out or something going on that's crazy?
Well, even the world we live in today, everybody's on guard anyway, and like, all right, well, can I sit here? Can I stand here? Is someone going to yell at me if I'm standing right here? We just live in that world still too, and so you're just like, I don't want to mess with all that, and now you don't have to worry about all of that. Come out, meet some great people, have some fun, obviously in a great environment, in a godly environment with great music, great entertainment, great food. I've yet to someone go to a Church on the Move event and walk out saying that was kind of boring. I've never heard that.
We don't want to be boring. Christianity's not boring.
So I think you're gonna this is gonna be a great night for the whole family this Friday night. What time's everything get underway?
So everything starts at 6:00.
Okay,
and that's the family night portion. So. From 6 to 10, we're bringing in a group from Albuquerque.
Okay.
It's going to set up a bunch of games.
Okay.
And on top of those games that they're bringing in, when I say games, those are like small, interactive rides, and like they've got the sphere wheel. The spinning.
Spin you around.
Okay, I got you.
They've got the jumping thing where you stand on a podium. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever watched some of those shows on TV where they
wipe out.
Yeah.
They got one of those things that swing around and it goes faster. Faster, and you have to jump over it. And it knocks you down. And, I mean, they've just got interactive stuff like that. It's really cool.
Cool. Physical stuff so the kids get active.
Yeah, that's right.
I like it.
You can bring them, feed them, wear them out, take them home, put them to bed. And
parents, you just sang the song, the lullaby that parents love.
Exactly right.
Have them in a safe place. And here's the thing: all but the food trucks, which is they're coming out. All but
like
the
10 or
food
12 of them, yeah.
10
good.
or 12 of them are coming out. Are free. Everything else is free. The concert's free. We're taking care of cafe. The all the blow up games are free. Everything's free. And so that's people complain a lot, and there's not enough to do with families, or just even if you're just a couple or single, just nothing to go to and nothing to do. Well, we're providing some of those activities,
Absolutely.
and so here's something to go to, and we'll have security there, and we'll have we'll have very good security there. No mask requirements. If you want to wear a mask, you can. We believe in freedom. You don't have to be vaccinated. If you want to be vaccinated, you can. If you don't, you don't have to be. And
do what you think is best to protect you and your family, and that,
you
as
make
you would
your
any
own
other place.
choices about those things. And so, but we're gonna all be there. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a great time. And so just and we know our church family's gonna be there, but we always open these things up to the public to come on out and enjoy those. With us.
And like we said, like if you're new to town or maybe you're looking for a new church home here, I know. Like we said, this time of year is that time where we all get into like our family routines for this, the on season. We were in off season mode. The summer we're kind of on season now. And if maybe one of those goals is, hey, our family's going back to church again, and we're going to do that and looking for a church home.
Great thought.
Church on the move. Come out Friday night. What better place to come out and see what church on the move is like, and coming out to one of the social events on Friday night.
That's right.
And even other church members, we don't recruit other people's church members, so they can come out and not worry about that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
they can come out and have fun with us too.
It's just a great Christian environment.
Exactly. That's what we want to provide: a Christian family environment. And Cafe is going to do a great job, and we're going to have lots of fun. And so, anyway, we've seen him. He's high energy, lots of fun. You know what really shocks me about him is how big he is.
Is he tall?
Oh yeah, he's like 6'4".
Yeah, so I didn't get to see him. I didn't make the conference.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
But I've seen pictures of him. The guy's
he's a big guy.
He's a big dude.
I didn't expect. I don't know why I didn't expect that, but he's a big dude.
Well, those guys, they wear their cowboy boots and it puts another inch and a half.
Yeah. Usually it's the other way around. Like you think they're bigger. And then when you see them in person, you're like,
oh, man,
I thought you'd be bigger.
Yeah, that's what people tell me when they watch me on TV.
I get that a lot, too.
They look at me. Do they say that?
Well, they think, I tell them I'm short, but they don't believe me. And then they get to like, oh, I thought you, I'm 5'8". I'm short. I know that.
Yeah, they do that to me. They're like, are you? I thought you'd be taller.
I'm a short dude with a big mouth. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There it is.
Mike in a 5-second breakdown right there.
There you go.
That's the breakdown.
That would be my epitaph. Short dude, big mouth.
Hey, you need the ladder for the radio.
That's right.
That's why you have your own show.
That's right. Somebody was dumb enough to pay me to say these stupid things.
Or you're good enough to get paid.
Yeah, I like to downplay it.
Yeah, I'm gonna build you up because you and I used to be Redskin fans, or I used to be one.
Yeah,
used to be my gente. Now I don't know, man.
I know you've gone.
I've left. I've left the reservation.
Stray, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for this team. This year. This team might be good. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's a great.
I'm telling you. This Washington football team might be good.
Might be.
That defense is scary, and they beefed up the offense. If Fitzpatrick can any kind of just play normal quarterback, which he's, that team, I think they're the best in the division. I think they're going to be the best in the division this year.
I have no idea. I'm not watching it either.
Yeah. Cowboys haven't done much this offseason. Philly and the Giants have done some stuff, but Washington's defense was good last year. They've done nothing but improved it. It's going to be like that the Bears and I got a feeling this defense could
compare them to the Bears.
Bears like that. It has that potential to have that. If injuries and everything don't go, they keep healthy and all that, I think this could be one of those defenses we remember for a while.
We won't remember their name though because they don't have a name. The whole team.
He keeps coming.
Nobody has a name.
There's only one name y'all need to know: Chase Young. That dude will just eat y'all's lunch every day.
Hey, I saw a like a 2.5 minute. We were cleaning out our garage last night, and I was walking through the living room, and I saw like a 2.5 minute special they were doing on him on Sports Center. He seems like a really solid guy.
He is.
He really does. Raised by police officers, raised very disciplined, very strict. He seems like a super good guy.
He's a team leader. Moment one, he walked in, and he's been involved with the community. He's one of the good ones. He's a good dude on and off the field.
At like 6 years old, he was playing quarterback in a 9 and 10-year-old league.
Yeah.
That usually
and his team went 9-2.
That usually says something about.
Yeah.
He's been special since he's been little.
Yeah, and you can tell because he's the maturity levels there too. He doesn't have the 22-year-old rookie mentality that a lot of 22-year-old rookies have, and he comes in there and he's a beast. He's just a beast, and then he eats your lunch after he's nice to you.
Yeah.
And he makes everybody good around him. That's the thing that is now that he's there, Payne and all those other guys are now threats because he's on that side.
To quote a line from the movie Airplane, I picked a bad time to stop watching football.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Mike said that.
There is
it's part of the movie, though.
Yeah, because he starts with.
He didn't really mean it. I just want to help you out here, Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
well, people who listen to a show all week are like, "Oh, okay, now that makes
explains a lot."
Explains everything about Mike.
They see now get comments. What brand of glue do you prefer? No.
Oh my gosh.
No. That's the line from the movie where he goes. He starts off drinking and then smoking, and then it's down to sniffing glue and amphetamine. He's doing all kinds of. Looks like I picked the wrong week to do this.
It's Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah, it's great.
Anyway, this
a great
conversation continues.
We ain't done yet.
We started up here with a Christian event, and then we just kind of.
Well, you got to get down here to come back up.
Okay.
Anytime you start talking about Washington football, it's going to drag the conversation down.
I can talk about Washington football in the movie Airplane all day long. You throw in cheeseburgers or something, and we may never leave.
We may just going to camp out here for the next week.
Surely you must be kidding.
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. My name's not Shirley.
This man needs a hospital. A hospital? What is it? Big building with lots of patients. That's not important right now. What do you make of this? Why, make a hat, a brooch, an airplane?
We don't need the movie. We got Mike.
Gosh,
we got him on replay.
Okay, ready, action. Mike's just going to take. He's got it memorized. I like. Anyway, that movie is funny.
Over Macho Grande? I'm afraid I'll never get you over Macho Grande.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
That's one of my favorites.
Man, I hit the right movie.
You did.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that, man. Hit the right movie.
Yeah. That one, that's in my DNA. I'm sorry, that movie there. But family fun night.
Well, speaking of fun,
well, say if you think this is fun, that's family fun night. That's, just coming out. I mean, yes, there's gonna be lots of games. There's gonna be lots of food. Kofi Anderson's gonna be putting on an awesome show, but at the end of the day, that's what Friday is. It's coming out, hanging out with people, having a good time, telling stories, just having fun. Kids out playing games and just kind of having fun on a Friday night in the summer, and that's what it is. And we'd love to have you out there. Obviously, if you'd love to learn more about the church and about all the different opportunities with Church on the Move, love to tell you that. But at the end of the day, we just love you to come out, have some tacos or a burger or something, and enjoy a concert, and just bring the kids out and let everybody just have fun. Have some fun and celebrate being here.
So the whole thing will run from 6 to 10. We will open the doors to the building at 7:30.
Okay.
Because the concert begins at 8.
Okay.
So everything happens outside, but the concert will be indoors.
Okay.
And I heard you trying to poo-poo on this event with your little weather update before.
I'm just the messenger. I'm not the man upstairs who puts the forecast.
Is it,
in.
what is that statement? What is the statement? The quote, shoot the messenger? Is it shoot the messenger?
I'm pretty sure it is shoot the messenger.
Am I getting that wrong, Mike? Is
I
it
think
shoot
it's
the messenger?
shoot the guy who gave the message to the messenger. That's the way it really should go.
But the concert's going to happen regardless. It's all
Good.
indoors.
Rain or shine.
Yeah. That's right.
I ain't gonna lie.
Did
you predict rain? Did he say it was going to rain Friday?
He did.
There's
He
like
said-
a 50% chance.
He said, well, there's
time?
a chance all week, but the best chance
it's like
is
By the
Thursday
way,
into
I'm
Friday.
here to talk about
going
the
into
Friday
Saturday.
night family night event.
I
didn't.
Was that the segue into our deal?
Pretty much. That's kind of how it went.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. I was downstairs.
Bring it up with the National Weather Service. I just read what they tell me.
Mike was a little speechless there. I've not seen that very often.
He passing the buck, man.
Well,
no, not me.
I can't lie about the weather. I mean, man, it was weather time.
Well, why not? They do all the time.
That'd make you a weatherman.
We're going to give you a weatherman.
That's
badge.
where I draw the line. That's where mine's right because I'm not a weatherman.
He draws the line at weatherman.
I didn't go to school for this stuff, so it's as accurate as the day is long.
There you go.
Well, New Mexico, you never know.
I'm a glass half full guy. So in response to that, I will say there's a 50% chance it will not rain.
We'll take that.
There you go.
Well, that gives us something to pray about in
There you
staff
go.
today.
I mean,
But even if it does, I don't know what kind of rain it's supposed to be, but you know what? We'll have fun anyway, and we'll do some stuff. And
it's not going to rain on your parade here, but
we're gonna have it regardless.
Yeah.
Now, if the wind's real high, I don't know about some of the games.
Yeah.
But we'll have it regardless, and if we have to, we'll move some of it inside, and because we've got room inside to move some of that stuff in, and we'll move it inside and do what we got to do. So.
Sure. Well, you're having fun regardless.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a concert. We're gonna have a good time regardless of what happens.
I think if for folks like you're saying, if you're looking for a church home, go to the website. Go to the Church on the Move's website. What's the actual address? I just type in Church on the Move.
COTMRoswell.com.
Very good. And if you don't remember that because you're driving or anything, just Church on the Move Roswell.
That's right.
Pops right up.
That's right.
And clicks right there. And you know what? And like I think the first thing you see is like a video that comes up, kind of just an all-encompassing.
It's basically a montage.
Yeah, a montage
of the
church
past
there.
year. Yeah.
Watch it. That's Church on the Move right there. There's a lot of celebrating of life, a lot of just celebrating God. But I mean, it's almost reminiscent of like a montage of Americana. Just out those clips you guys like camping with marshmallows, and then I mean it's families being families, and that's Church on the Move, and that's I think if you watch that video, it kind of gives you a good encompassing image or mental picture of what Church on the Move is and what it's all about. So I recommend you guys watch that if you're looking for a church home or looking for some place.
Thanks, Mike.
And,
Thanks for that plug.
And I think that'll give you and then experience it firsthand Friday night. You can watch pictures of it online all day, or you can actually go experience it by coming out.
Which we would prefer.
Like if you're sitting, that'd be fun.
Come hang out with
Our doors are open. But we do live stream, for those people who, are stuck at home or quarantined. Or,
absolutely.
In those situations. Elderly, we have a lot of elderly that watch from their home who can't get out anymore.
Absolutely.
So we do live stream for that reason. But we, if you're younger and you're healthy and, we prefer people to come in person. It's a different experience.
Absolutely.
In person than on the live stream.
Well,
but we do both for those people who cannot attend. And so check it out. And
if that's why it's Church on the Move. If you can't come to God, you'll bring God to them. So,
exactly. That's what we're supposed to do.
Absolutely right.
Jesus said go. So we're doing all we know to do to reach people and to celebrate the life that God's blessed us with and celebrate our nation. That we still live in a nation that we still right now have the freedom to worship. And
absolutely.
Church on the Move is never going to close its doors again. And so we're just going to celebrate going back to school. After the first week of school, man, you need a little R&R. So come on out. We're going to have a great time, regardless of what Mike says the weather's going to be like.
Hey, is a parent only room available maybe at the event?
Yeah, we have a padded room in the back for parents only.
And there's nothing in there but quiet. You know, that's all there
just
is.
Quiet.
There's nothing else in the room. It's just quiet.
Yeah, there's no mommy, daddy. Yeah.
And then people are like, yeah, where's that room at?
Yeah, we could go.
Just 5 minutes. That's all I want.
Give me
is 5 minutes in this
yeah,
room.
We ought to open up a room like that, just the quiet room. Yeah. Parents only, quiet room.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea, huh?
Interesting take on family night.
You know, and then we could have we could start a spouse's room too, because when you're it's going to be the husband. I know he's going to be like, I don't know, sticking his cotton candy finger in your purse and messing with everything in there, and you're going to be like, and then you can have the spouse room to go for 5 minutes.
Well, what about the husband room with the recliner and the big screen TV and the iced tea and the
Yeah,
well, that would be the most popular room in the whole place.
I think we might be crossing over into some trouble. Giving husbands a quiet place to get away from their wives.
Well, no, the sports are on or the news or something, and recliner.
I got to share this joke with you
tea.
Because it's funny. We're talking about the husbands and things. I saw it on Facebook the other day. It was a picture of a man standing in a Target parking lot with a homeless man sign, and he just said, "I'm not homeless. Wife is shopping in Target. Have nothing to do." And he's just sitting there in the parking lot with his.
That's pretty funny.
We saw a video one time. It was like a guy's club, and they would meet in the Target parking lot.
Have you ever seen it?
I think I have.
Tailgating and
didn't they make a hot tub out of a pickup truck?
They started off with grills, and then they started off just
grew.
talking to each other. Hey man, what are you doing out here? I'm just hanging out, waiting for my wife. Yeah, me too. So they started off like conversations, and the next thing they know, they got grills, and then they got a hot tub, and they're hanging out in the parking lot at Target.
When life gives you lemons.
Make lemonade. There you go. Only guys would do something like that.
That's right.
Turn Target shopping parking lot into.
I like it. Everybody wins. They get to shop. They get to do their thing. Guys get guy afternoon hanging out.
At the end of it, they were in trouble with their wives. But I can't remember how that ended.
Their wives walked out and they were like, "What are you guys doing?"
They always act like
these are my friends, honey.
Right?
Yeah, they always act like we're stupid.
I know, and we're just having fun. Just having fun.
Well, the real question is, all that happened while you're in Target. Yeah. How much time you need in Target?
What are you doing in there? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whose fault really
we
is it?
We built the hot tub.
I had time to make these friends.
That's right.
My parking lot friends.
That's a brisket. You know how long it takes to smoke a brisket?
Now the wives are wondering, hey, why does my husband want to go to Target all the time now? He never wanted to go. I was like, honey, do you need to go to Target for a couple hours?
Why do you have a cooler in the back seat with it? But anyway.
Yeah.
I know we got family fun night Friday night. You guys have a couple other events coming up too, right? Just events like seminar things that people are more than welcome to come out.
We do. We have our women's conference coming up in October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
You can go to our website and get all the information for that.
Okay.
Incredible women's conference.
By the way, October's not that far away. I know it feels like a mile away.
Right around the corner.
August is we're like halfway through August already.
It's crazy.
Well, not quite halfway, but it feels like it. And yeah, it'll be Christmas next week.
They also have an Inspire worship night taking place at 180 So family night's on Friday.
Okay.
They're going to do that Sunday night.
That's right.
Okay.
For just women only.
Okay.
They're going to serve food. They're going to just have a worship night for women. So if you want to attend a worship night, you need just to get in the presence of God and just hear from Him and just worship and come on out that Sunday night. I think that's at 6, isn't it? Sunday
yes,
night?
sir. 6 o'clock.
At our 180 building.
Yes, August
which
15th.
is still under construction. So the interior's not. That's all taken care of. But we haven't gotten our parking lot done yet and stuff. So excuse that.
Well, it is the land of COVID, and nothing happens quick in that world right now.
They're absolutely right. We're waiting on front doors.
That's exactly.
We've been waiting 3-4 months just for doors, and so. But that thing's been totally renovated. Our youth building. Totally completely. We stripped it down to the metal building and totally redid that. And we're going to have a grand opening for that once we get doors and a parking lot.
Yeah.
And so
once it's ready to open.
Yeah.
grandly.
Once it's
Y'all placing bets which coming first, the doors or the parking lot?
We don't know. We don't know which one's coming in
That's
first.
the question.
And so that's a good question. But yeah, we're in wait mode a lot.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get that project completed. But in the meantime, the youth have already been in there meeting, and we got a full-blown kitchen in there. And by the way, we're opening up a restaurant out at Church on the Move.
Nice.
We opened up a daycare and during COVID, Mighty Movers Daycare, which is filling up extremely quickly. We already have a waiting list for some classes.
Awesome.
Miss Lisa Reeves is the director of that. And so we have our daycare open, and we're going to be opening up a restaurant in the next few months.
Nice.
And it's going to be pretty phenomenal. It's open to the public.
Okay.
We'll be open 7 to 3, Tuesday through Friday, then lunch for Saturday.
Oh, nice.
And so,
what's the fare? Is it like,
lots of soup, sandwiches, some salads. It's not a huge menu. We wanted to just do a smaller menu with excellence, and we have a great chef who worked for one of our major restaurants here for 18 years, one of the corporations that not fast food, but sit-down dining food. He was there 18 years and was one of their GMs of one of their restaurants.
Okay.
He's come over.
He's an incredible
with their
cook.
blessing, because they love him, too, because he's been there for 18 years.
you kind of
And
tend
he's
to figure out what you're doing after a while.
Yeah, he's an incredible chef. Anyway, we're going to open that up here in a few months, and so we'll be announcing that because we built a commercial kitchen in 180, and so at our youth building, we're going to have a restaurant, so that's going to open up. So we'll invite you guys out. And let you come sample some of the food.
Have you all thrown out their restaurant names yet?
We have. We're working on that. I think we finally found one, but I'm not going to announce it today. But
are you going funny or serious?
Well, let's hear what you're thinking.
Well,
we're not going to go with I picked the wrong week with breakfast.
I haven't percolated yet, but I'm thinking
percolate.
something like.
Please don't percolate.
I think a play on soup. If you got a little soups there, something with ingredients, and I don't know. There's something there.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Call us with your names. That'd be well. You just need
How
to
great
have
would
us
it be if
back on.
Mike is the one who landed the name for
Oh my God! It depends on what day of the week that might happen. Today, I don't know. He's on a roll. He's on an airplane roll today. Don't tell him what name will come out. I picked a bad day. Stop eating soup. I don't know. Some sandwiches, something like that.
It's fantastic.
Could happen. Striker.
If you never watched that movie, you don't understand what he's saying, but it's really funny.
Oh, man.
It's real offbeat. It's like Nacho Libre funny. You know? It's offbeat.
Very slapstick.
Very silly.
And
Very silly
I laughed
humor.
just as hard at the second one. Like the whole scene where William Shatner's on the moon base and he's walking through and he goes, "Why are these lights out of sequence? We'll make them bleep in." And they're going, "Shh, shh," through the doors, and every time they go shh to open the doors, and that's a good one too.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh yeah, and the dialogue between the boy and the pilot are even funnier in that second one. You know, he's asking him the weird question, you like gladiator movies, all that stuff.
Oh no!
Well, he's got even better ones in the second.
No.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know.
He's going to go home and watch those movies tonight.
Yeah, he is.
I don't have to. They're right here.
She's gonna be calling us like, "What did you guys get started here?"
That's fantastic.
But yeah, we have a lot going on. We have a lot of things happening and coming in the future.
Yeah,
and
come out Friday night. Like you said, come out there Friday. Come have some fun. Bring the whole family out here. Come out and, like you said, really the only money you need is if you want to support the food trucks that are coming out there. And trust me, if you've never been to some of the food truck Friday events back in the day and all that stuff that you guys have done, it's great food out there. I'm assuming some of the favorites you've seen out there before will be out there setting up shop
all the
again.
good ones, man.
So, and this is a rule. I got to go, but this is a rule. Anytime you eat food at a fair or event like that kind of food, the calories don't count.
That's true. I've heard that before.
They don't count.
Well, okay.
If you,
I've not heard that before.
If
but
you
okay.
take them home and eat them, double. But if you're there at the event and eat it, they don't count. They don't count.
Right.
Okay. All right.
National
so
Weather
come on
Service and
out.
American Medical Association this morning. All on Mike and Mike.
They're all on airplane.
Mike's nutritional rules.
If you didn't learn something today, it's your own fault.
Yeah. That is right.
That's funny.
That's absolutely right. Well, hey, the family night's about having fun, and we've had a blast here with you,
Well, thank you
Mike.
guys. Appreciate
Always
it.
do.
It's
Thank you
always-
for having us on. man.
Anytime, and appreciate it. And like I said, anything else we can help you guys let the world know about, or at least this part of the world, we'd have glad to do that and have fun doing it too. We have a great community. We love to have people come out and be a part of it, and this is all part of it.
Can I just say one last thing? Listen, if you're listening and you're struggling with things, God's the answer. He really is. And man, I can't give you all the whys to why things happen in life. I can't answer all those questions for you, but God definitely will make a difference in your life. He'll save your life.
Absolutely.
And so, man, turn to God, turn to Jesus, reach out to Him, and we're available to you. That's what our church does. We deal with people, we minister to people, and so we're available to you. We love you, and that's why we do these things, because we just want to add value to people's lives, because we believe faith without works is dead. And so we got to do something, Mike. We can't just sit back and not do anything.
Well, when you celebrate God in the fun times, God's going to be there with you in the foxhole and the bad. That's what it is.
That is what it is.
Who he is.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
Be
And
blessed.
I don't know. Preseason starting. It's time to get back on board if you want. Saying training camp's going on, preseason games. Come back on. Maybe it's time for the winning team. Dan Snyder's like a ghost. He's not around anymore. They put his wife out there. They don't trust him with the keys no more. So it's not bad.
Wish that would have happened about 3 or 4 years ago. But I'm still watching them.
A little too late, but yes. So. All right, it is 7:56. Town Hall Business Update. Quick break before news. Don't go away.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. With the price of chicken soaring, the third largest poultry producer in the United States is being bought for $4.53 billion. Cargill and Continental Grain have formed a joint venture to acquire Sanderson Farms, a company that last year processed more than 4.8 billion pounds of meat. JetBlue has announced its 11th annual Soar with Reading initiative, which tackles the issue of literacy in areas known as book deserts, where access to age-appropriate books for children is often very limited. This summer, JetBlue is taking its free book vending machine initiative online due to the effects of the coronavirus pandemic. On Wall Street, the Dow down 106 points to 35,101. The Nasdaq rose 24 to 14,860, and the S&P 500 fell 4 to 4,432. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Gosh, can anyone remember a summer as nice as this? And Roswell families are certainly making the most of it, starting with a visit to the Tailgate Nation at Roswell Ford. From pickups and SUVs to family sedans and sports cars, Roswell Ford has the area's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles starting at just $5,000. Dozens of premium late-model vehicles ready to serve your family for many years and many miles to come. Each one has passed a thorough 139-point inspection, and Roswell Ford gives you a 3-day money-back guarantee so you can buy with confidence. Of course, Roswell Ford is always looking for gently used cars and trucks, so if you have one you'd like to sell, bring it by and let us make you an offer. You'll probably be surprised at how much it's worth. It's tailgate season, and a fresh new vehicle from Roswell Ford will help your family enjoy it like never before. So grab the cooler and the barbecue and come see us at Roswell Ford, the Tailgate Nation at the corner of 9th and Main.
Enjoy more of the speed you need with gigabit internet from Plateau Fiber. Fiber means more speed, and that means more streaming on more devices with less buffering. Plateau offers True Gig, a dedicated fiber connection to download and upload what you want with speeds up to a gigabit per second. Best of all, it's all yours. You don't have to share your connection with the whole neighborhood. Sign up now to ensure your neighborhood is part of the next service zone. Learn more and get signed up today at plateaufiber.com. That's plateaufiber.com.
This is Dallas Cowboys football 2021.
Prescott in the gun. They blitz.
Only heard here.
Deep ball by Prescott. Man all alone at the goal line. CeeDee Lamb.
All season.
43 yards. A touchdown and a touchdown dance.
Friday night, it's your Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals, live from State Farm Stadium on this Dallas Cowboys radio network station.
Pre-game at 7, kickoff at 8 on 92.9 The Brand. Brought to you in part by Tate Branch Carlsbad.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The first toilet being flushed in a motion picture was in the movie Psycho. Mike thought it was Gone with the Wind. Here's Mike Winters.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Looks like that $1 trillion infrastructure bill is on its way to final approval in the Senate, with the vote expected about an hour from now.
Majority Leader Charles Schumer, wrapping up the chamber's work for the day, said it had come to an agreement and that the Senate will vote on passing the bill at 11 a.m. Tuesday. The bill is on a glide path to passage, as roughly 20 GOP senators have supported advancing the bill so far. The bill, which includes approximately $550 billion in new spending, is substantially smaller than the plan initially outlined by President Biden earlier this year, but it includes new funding for things such as roads, bridges, rail, water, and broadband. Bernie Bennett in Washington.
The schools in Hawkins County, Tennessee are locked down this hour. There is a heavily armed police presence at Volunteer High School because of what the school system is describing as an emergency situation. Volunteer High School students evacuated to a local National Guard armory where parents being asked to pick them up. That news out of Hawkins County in northeastern Tennessee. A vaccine mandate in the state of Washington.
We will be requiring our state workers and our contractors who come onto our sites and workers in private health care and long-term care settings to be vaccinated as a condition of further employment.
Washington Governor Jay Inslee says those affected will have until the 18th of October to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. In Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis threatening pay cuts for public school superintendents as well as school board members who impose mask mandates in the schools in defiance of a state ban on such requirements. On Wall Street, stocks in positive territory right now. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 64 points, the Nasdaq ahead 30, and the S&P 500 index trading 9 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
When we brought him home, we didn't realize that Bear, the rescue dog, was actually sick. He had very flaky skin. He was dropping a lot of fur, and Levette wanted to do steroid injections, special dog food. Nothing seemed to work, so I was at a dead end.
DINOVITE.com.
I've been hearing Dinovite on the radio for years. It never actually crossed my mind to try it until it finally sunk in. Oh, you're talking about hair and skin, and all right. I'll try it. Well, it took probably 6 weeks, but after we started using Dinovite, no more flaky skin, he doesn't scratch and itch, and he started to put weight on.
Dinovite is nutrition.
I wish that we would have started the Dinovite right away. It would have been so much easier.
You won't believe how happy your dog will be.
Every rescue dog in America deserves Dinovite for 90 days.
DINOVITE.com.
A Chinese court has rejected a Canadian drug convict's appeal of a death sentence, what appears to be an effort to pressure Canada to release a detained executive of tech giant Huawei.
Robert Schellenberg was arrested in 2014 and charged with smuggling 500 kilos of illegal drugs. He was sent to jail, but unusually, a retrial was ordered, and he was subsequently given the death penalty. In the period between these two events, the Chinese telecoms executive Meng Wanzhou was detained in Canada on fraud charges. The Canadian authorities believe these two cases are inextricably linked.
The BBC's Robin Brandt says the Canadian government is appealing to China to grant clemency to Schellenberg. Along with Australia and the Philippines, Canada is among a growing group of countries that face arrests of their citizens, trade boycotts, and other pressure from Beijing over political disputes. Townhall.com. Scam artists see an opportunity in the coronavirus pandemic.
Some sellers on websites are asking almost $500 for fake vaccine cards, certificates, and passports. In April, attorneys general in almost every state asked the CEOs of Twitter, Shopify, and eBay to take down ads or links selling the bogus cards. Many sites have blacklisted keywords related to fake cards, but places to buy them are still popping up on messaging apps, chat forums, and the dark web.
Correspondent Rita Foley. California's largest single wildfire ever has destroyed hundreds of homes. It's just 22% contained. The Dixie Fire is burning in the northern Sierra Nevada, and fire officials are cautioning that hot, dry weather along with gusty winds could fan the ferocious flames even further in the coming few days. Again, on Wall Street, the Dow up 73 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number, and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to our number 2. Deuce. That's a big...
I made a 7-year-old decision this morning.
That's a big glass of chocolate milk.
It is.
That's like a liter, isn't it?
I'm only about halfway done.
Yeah.
And I stopped off at the local petrol station this morning to grab myself a beverage on the way to work.
Yeah.
And I was just walking along and I thought, it's not too often in a grown man's life when he can choose chocolate milk as his morning beverage. At least not, get sneers and
I do
looks.
it every once in a while. I ain't no shame in your game. I do it too.
It's you know what? I will tell you this. I did stop short of getting strawberry quick. I was this close. That feels like a bridge, maybe just a bit too far.
Well, see, there I'm out. I'm out on strawberry quick. My home, leche de chocolate.
See, fair enough. But I'm a fan of all of the flavors of milk. Although it's weird, you don't ever see chocolate and strawberry. You never see blueberry milk.
Probably for good reason.
There's probably a lot of R&D that's gone into different milk combos.
Yeah.
We figured out the guava milk just does not work, folks.
Yeah.
Probably anything acidic, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Mango milk.
Well,
mango might work, actually.
I think that's where you just move it to your ice cream.
At that point, you're just working a milkshake. It's just a loose milkshake.
Yeah. That's when you're just like, let's keep with our 2 or 3 standards. Plain chocolate strawberry.
Well, if you put an actual fruit into a milk-based beverage, at that point, it's a smoothie, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so it's healthy.
And they don't make chocolate smoothies, do they?
Oh, I'm sure they do, but...
I've never seen them. Usually they're fruit-based.
They're called milkshakes.
Yeah, right?
The chocolate smoothie is basically a milkshake.
Right. They put fruit and things in it to tell you, to pretend it's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like... Oh, yeah, it's strawberry. Yeah, and how many pounds of sugar again?
It's like, I always love when I watch, the people make the health shakes. It's like, they put, good couple handfuls of spinach in there, sure, some protein powder. But it's like 13 blueberries, 4 strawberries, half a banana. I'm like, that thing's got 7,800 calories in it.
Yeah.
It's all fructose.
Well, it's no different than the ones who are like, I'm going to eat healthy. And then they go to the salad bar, and you're like, all right. And then they load that thing up with all their greens and like, okay, doing good. And then they hit the dressing section and a quart of ranch dressing goes on top of this thing. And you're like, well, now.
Now, see, that's where I make my adult decision because I'm weird. I'm like, I will get the big blocks of cheese. I'll take an ungodly sized portion of that. I'll load up on the pasta salad and pickled beets. But at the same time, I like Italian on my salad because, I like it light. Try to keep it light,
So if it's clear, it's better for you?
I guess,
so
yeah.
See through
if you
or
can
something?
see through it, yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure that doesn't hold water either.
Yeah, probably not.
Some of those vinaigrettes are probably more sugarier than
That's true.
than the kids' Kool-Aid drink.
Like, I love a good balsamic vinegar, but my God, that stuff is like super sugary.
Yeah, you know.
If you can reduce it and it reduces to a syrup, yeah, it's probably not the greatest thing for you.
And the stuff is good for you don't want.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't taste good.
Right. It's really all about perspectives.
Yeah.
You just got to make it, like, in your mind taste good. Like, honestly, I'll tell you this. When I was doing the keto thing, and this is a little bit of a hack. Nutritional yeast is amazing. So I would eat like asparagus or, other like, cruciferous vegetables, not a lot of flavor on them. Nutritional yeast, you can get it at most like health food stores. It's basically like flakes of essentially yeast, but it has this like slight, almost like cheesy, salty flavor to it.
Okay.
And it just like, it adds, the only word I can think of is unctuousness. It adds like an unctuousness to any food. Okay. So like I would get through any like, green vegetable I didn't like, just load it up on the nutritional yeast and, power through it.
So I hear a thing like called nutritional yeast, and I'm like, does that mean there's an unnutritional yeast floating around out there?
Yes, it's just yeast. Like Fleischmann's. That's basically unnutritional yeast, essentially.
Huh.
Yeah.
So what makes it not nutritional?
I have no idea. I didn't push the science. I'm guessing about $15 is my guess.
So $15 for some unctuousness.
$15 extra on
for
top
unctuousness.
Of it. For a little unctuousness, yeah.
All right. What's the cost of unctuousness? About $15.
About $15,
yeah. All right. Sounds good. Well, speaking of unctuousness.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Speaking of mouthfeel.
Bye Bye Birdie is
Nice.
coming up this weekend and next with the Roswell Community Little Theater. And Friday night and Saturday night performances at 7:30, both this weekend and next weekend. And then Sunday matinees, both this Sunday and next at Dose PM, 1400 military time. Tickets are available right now by calling 575-622-1982 or visiting their website, roswelltheater.org, and that's theater with the R-E at the end. Not the eater, but theatre.
Theatre.
Yes. And you're like, what?
Theatre.
If you spell theater, break it down to the eater, and it's theater.
Ooh. Theater.
The eater.
Well, it's eater. Because, there's only one E. If it was the eater, then it'd be Theeater.
We share our E's in this house.
See, now we're back to elongated vowels.
We share the E's in this house.
Oh, I would come to expect that from one Mike Winters.
The eater.
That's right, the eater.
And ask me later, I'll tell you how to spell therapist.
Oh, no. Save that for the salacious hour, young man.
But anyway, we had some of the cast from Bye Bye Birdie join us last week. We're going to play that for you here in just a few minutes.
It's been fun. I've been kind of chatting with Vidi over the last several weeks, asking her how her non-regionalized English dialect is coming. Because they wanted her to kind of, drop a bit of the accent for the
I've heard
the
her try
character.
to talk like us.
It's pretty doggone entertaining. Because she always adds a little bit of sang
She
to
gets
it.
really like this when she
Super
does.
nasal.
Yeah, she does. When she does her impression of us, yeah.
Even that's
it's
a little
funny.
vibrato in there. She's like, yes, hey.
See, like all of us, I think.
I'm going to get hell for making fun of her later, too. She's like, I heard what you said.
Probably.
A lot of shoulder slaps coming my way.
Yeah, I've heard her do impression. It's very.
But in fairness, she has definitely been working on it a lot. She's been, she went back and watched the original Bye Bye Birdie, trying to kind of like match the accent. And she's doing good.
All right.
Doing good, the kid.
Well, good. Well, we'll play. And if you're like, why are you giggling? Vidi's in the interview. Vidi is she's Mexican, and she's an awesome lady, but she does not sound like a old white lady.
She's accented.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. So, and she's been with us for, I don't know, I've known Vidi for years.
Oh, yeah.
And, over the years, she's joked about like how we talk and everything and did those impressions. And yeah, we all sound like Tom Petty or something. He's like, or what's his name?
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Thank you. His name. I'm an American.
I'm an Regal. A German am I.
All right, it is 8:14. Here's your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks like the monsoon will start kicking back in a little bit over the next few days. Isolated to scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms today. Partly sunny and hot with our high in the upper 90s. Maybe a shower this evening, cloudy overnight and down to about 70. A mix of sunshine and clouds coming up tomorrow and we'll hit the mid-90s. Maybe a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 76 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 56%. Winds coming out of the south at 9 miles per hour. We do have a 30% chance of rain today, mainly after 4 today. Actually, looking at the weather, our rain sweet spot today is between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. We're looking at a 30% chance of rain, partly cloudy, high of 96. Winds will be out of the south at 10 to 15. 30% for tonight as well, before 7. Mostly cloudy, overnight low of 71, south winds 5 to 15. 30% chance of rain on Wednesday, partly cloudy, high of 94. 40% chance of rain on Thursday, mostly sunny, high of 91. Friday, we're looking at a 60% chance of showers, partly cloudy, high of 87. 60% chance of rain Friday night as well. And then a 50% on Saturday, partly cloudy, high of 87. 40% on Sunday, partly cloudy, high of 86. All right, it is 8:15. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. And then on the other side, our interview with the folks from the Roswell Community Little Theater talking about Bye Bye Birdie. Don't go away.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
Have you been dealing with stress or anxiety lately? Don't let that stop you from getting the dental work done that you know needs to happen. Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher with Carabelli Dental, and every day we help people just like you have a relaxing and pain-free experience with IV sedation. Just imagine a dental experience where you don't remember the needles or the drills. If that's what you're looking for, we can help. Let us ease your stress and create the best dental experience ever.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main or call 622-4455.
Get a jump on getting your kids ready for back to school. Because we know how busy returning to school can be, Loveless Healthcare Center is offering sports physicals now and throughout the summer for just $30. And same day, next day, and walk-in appointments are available. Visit us at 1112 North Main Street here in Roswell or call 575-625-3222 to schedule your appointment today.
Gosh, can anyone remember a summer as nice as this? And Roswell families are certainly making the most of it, starting with a visit to the Tailgate Nation at Roswell Ford. From pickups and SUVs to family sedans and sports cars, Roswell Ford has the area's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles starting at just $5,000. Dozens of premium late-model vehicles ready to serve your family for many years and many miles to come. Each one has passed a thorough 139-point inspection, and Roswell Ford gives you a 3-day money-back guarantee so you can buy with confidence. Of course, Roswell Ford is always looking for gently used cars and trucks, so if you have one you'd like to sell, bring it by and let us make you an offer. You'll probably be surprised at how much it's worth. It's tailgate season, and a fresh new vehicle from Roswell Ford will help your family enjoy it like never before. So grab the cooler and the barbecue and come see us at Roswell Ford, the tailgate nation at the corner of 9th and Main.
Coming up on the next edition of the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show, Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky on everything going on right now in D.C. with the budget, the infrastructure bill, plus the COVID madness that continues to spread across the country. And Clay?
We are going to discuss my stand against masks as I roll in as an angry dad to get ready for the big debate on the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show.
Travis and Sexton are on Roswell's Talk FM weekdays at 10. Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Elephants use these skin folds on their bodies to crush mosquitoes. Mike Winters uses his to hide M&Ms. Here's Mike Winters.
Joining us in the studio this morning from the Roswell Community Little Theater, we have Georgiana and John and Vidi back with us. Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Just fine.
Morning.
And
Good.
how are you?
Doing good. I know it's Monday and it's early.
Yeah, it is.
I know that's rough. But I gave you the other day. Vidi picked. I don't know.
It made one wonder.
That was Well, first off, it's great to see that. I know you guys have been busy as a theater company, even through COVID, with different events and things that you guys, within the social distance, all the stuff we could do and the parameters. But I feel like this one's like the first full-on play. Just come, it's like, all right, we're ready to do this. Come on out. The fall's here. Kids are going back to school. Well, it's not technically fall yet, but it's feeling fall-like.
And it's a musical, Mike.
And it's a musical.
What a best way to begin.
So we got a full-on play. You get to come out and, bring the whole family out and enjoy some live theater. It's kind of nice change of pace. I'm guessing you guys would agree on that.
Oh, yes, definitely. We're doing Bye Bye Birdie, and the cast is largely teenagers.
So a younger group here.
And,
okay.
It's very nice.
Very much fun. I'm one of those.
And me. Younger group and me.
I was just going to play with that.
Well, I just like to say that because it's been rough on the kids. And so kids that love theater, there hasn't been much for them to be able to do.
Sure.
Where, like you say, the adults, we've been kind of doing little things. But this is the first time we've really had a large cast of the younger actors in town.
Excellent. So with it, for folks who don't know, the Roswell Community Little Theater also works with the CAPS program, the Kids Arts program, which is very much part. Grayside Manor is one of the things I think the CAPS program is part of and all that. I know they do all kinds of stuff there. But anyway, so I was asking, are some of the CAPS kids working with this one as part of the Bye Bye Birdie? Is this all teenage adults or
we have one little girl about the age of 10, but some of the teenagers did grow up in CAPS and spent many years.
So they may have got some of their chops doing some of that stuff. And now they're some of them are probably doing or did some high school production stuff when they could, I guess, with COVID and everything. They probably haven't done much of that either. So, well, good deal. So this is kind of fun. This sounds like it's so now. Now, what's the youngest cast member? Are they all teenagers age? Or
well,
are they
like
some
I said, we have one little girl. She's about 10, and the rest of them, I would say, would run between 15 to 17.
Okay, very cool. Now, is this a larger cast? I know Bye Bye Birdie. I've heard of it, but I've never seen the story, so I'm not familiar with the. I know of the story, don't know, and we'll talk about that. But is this a larger cast, or is this a pretty small cast or average? Because I know some stories have like 6 people. Some, you get.
This is a larger cast for RCLT, being a musical.
Okay.
But yes, everyone thinks they know the story, and the story of Bye Bye Birdie and Conrad Birdie going off to the Army.
I heard it. I'm not familiar with it, so I think you need to educate us on what the story is.
Okay, that's the
traditional.
That's the traditional thought, but basically, it's a love story, and it's a love story between his manager and his secretary.
Ah.
And that's the parts that John and V are playing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing Albert Peterson. If anyone's seen the movie, which is completely different from the musical,
usually is.
I'm playing the Dick Van Dyke part.
Okay.
So Vi and I are the leads, and even though Conrad Birdie's in the title, it's all about us.
God.
You see how much you see how much he loves me. He pronounces Vayanara. Viridiana. I know it's a really hard name to pronounce. It took you 10 years to learn how to pronounce it.
Well, the D's and the R's get a little. It's like a V, D, the R.
I know.
When she comes to karaoke, she says, "Hey, just put in Vi." I'm like,
Yeah, Vi.
and so that's why I call her.
Hey, you go with what you go with. What
Yeah,
you
this is
know.
my love interest. The name of my character is Rosy Alvarez.
Okay.
Spanish Rose. And I'm chasing him. I'm trying to get married, and he's just running away from me. And, you need to come and see the story.
Okay. So now are they... is it the secretary chasing?
Well, actually,
or is there a love interest there, and he's playing hard to get?
The way he will put it is like moments of madness,
Of madness.
But he may come along.
Okay. I'm more interested in the business and my mom.
I was going to say
I'm a mama's boy.
That's the main problem. I didn't want to say that, but
so I'm guessing Mom and your character are in competition for his affections,
we don't get
basically.
along
Okay.
at all.
I get you. Okay.
And there's a lot of comic interaction through this.
Okay.
That children will love the dancing and the singing, but the adults are going to love the snappy little banter that goes
Gotcha.
on.
The quips, the sharp little
Right.
interactions between the characters.
And we've been rehearsing this for a month and a half now. And there's times on stage where I'm almost still cracking because it's so funny. And the main group of adults that are going back and forth with each other are so talented.
Gotcha.
That it's so hard to keep a straight face.
Michelle
now I know Vidi's done a few projects before. John, have you been? Is this? Have you done a few?
This is my second on time on stage with RCLT.
Okay.
I've stage managed for a couple of times with them, but I've also I've been in every single Way Off Broadway production.
Gotcha. So you've got some.
Yeah, he's
this
a
ain't
veteran.
your first time on a stage.
Oh,
Doing all
no.
that
He
shit.
is a great singer, great performer.
Now, are you directing it? Are you the director for this one? Or?
I'm the assistant director.
Okay.
Kathy Cook is the director.
Okay.
Kathy
Hi,
and I have
Kathy.
worked
She's
together
listening.
many times.
Good.
And I don't know. We have a good rapport.
Good.
And we both just loved, like I said, we both loved the story and the
Sure.
music in this.
So do you guys now? How much? Because we've talked, and I've talked to other directors about other performances and things. With Bye Bye Birdie, and I know we've talked about, because every play that you guys do, you have to get permissions to do that. There's a cost involved and all that. And I know when screenwriters, when their plays go off Broadway, so to speak, they give you guys some creative license on what you can do with the script or the set design or costumes. Others are very stringent on, no, it's got to be this way and this way. With this one, do you and Kathy get a little room to be creative, or does the script tell you exactly how everything should be, and that's, you know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. But in this case, the script is so well written that we haven't had a problem with it.
Gotcha. It's just follow along
yes,
here, and it just works.
It just does.
That's why they pay them the big bucks, I guess, to write it.
And it's been off Broadway for so long that
Sure.
there's no those stipulations like I think Les Mis.
It's not like Hamilton or something that's more stringent on that.
Like Les Mis has a thing where you can't use a rotating stage because they did that on Broadway, so you have to come up with your own idea for it. So there's none of those kind of restrictions.
Gotcha.
Bye Bye Birdie.
Well, that's good. I mean, in some, because obviously, you know, there's certain things that makes them really hard for you guys to do with some of that, or financially just not viable here too. So, and this is another thing I want to point out, and I haven't given dates or anything yet. We're going to be doing Bye Bye Birdie, which it'll be coming up mid-August here, the August 13th, 14th, 15th, that weekend. Those will be 7:30 performances for the Friday, Saturday nights, and then the Sundays will be a 2:30 matinee.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, I'm sorry. And then on August 20th, 21st, and 22nd, it's the 7:30 and 2 o'clock again. It's Fridays.
Correct.
Basically, it's those 2 weekends. Pro tip, second weekend will sell out faster than the first weekend because most people see it the first weekend and then they take their friends and stuff and come back and see it the next weekend. So if you have a very small window or a certain day that you're available to see it, go ahead and get your tickets online in advance through the website. And I mean, I would do that anyway, just to make it easier for everybody. But if you have a very, like, if you're just like, let's just roll up and get tickets Friday night, and you know, that might be busy. You know, that's the idea, is it might be full and things. So get your tickets in ahead of time. That way you can pick the show you want, the time you want, and all that good stuff. So
well, this is a different version. So many people is familiarized with the movie because I've seen people tell me, "Oh yeah, I saw the movie when I was little and this and that." But this is different. Broadway version is more about the adults, like Georgiana was saying.
Sure.
And in the movie, it's more about the teens.
Sure.
And in the movie, Albert Peterson has a passion for chemistry, and he mixes up a concoction that makes everything go faster. And there's a turtle that like zooms across the stage. There's no turtle in the musical,
But there's magic.
Definitely not.
but it's still funny.
Now, were you guys more familiar with the movie or the play before getting into this project?
The play.
The play. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have you guys done the play before
Oh,
in other circles or other places or?
Not me.
I've never done it, and actually, I only knew of "Put on a Happy Face," the song.
Okay.
But after a year and a half of not doing shows, I started twitching, and I'm like, well, that's a musical. I like musicals, so I came out for Bye Bye Birdie, and then I started watching the movies and the plays online.
Well, and I think that's where some people, that's where the familiarity comes in. Because, every time, and I don't care who you are, if something's a book and then they make it into a movie or they make it into a play, none of the three are the same. The book's never the same as the play's never the same as the movie, vice versa, and so forth. I mean, they can get them close sometimes, but they're never the same on some of that. But Bye Bye Birdie is one of those things that there's probably a bunch of songs and a bunch of parts of the play that you just know in your head, and then you didn't realize that's Bye Bye Birdie till it starts coming on. You're like, oh, I've been knowing that song for years, or I've been knowing that little line for years, and it's from Bye Bye Birdie. You know?
And what's funny is when I'm talking to people and say, I'm in Bye Bye Birdie. And they're like, oh, we did that in high school. I've never heard that phrase come out of so many people's mouths. We did that in high school because it's a show that a lot of high schools do because it's a good show for high schools.
I'm trying to think. I would say maybe second would be The Music Man.
Yep.
Right.
That's one. Oh yeah. We did that one in high school.
You know what? I was watching the Wedding Singer yesterday, and
The Adam Sandler movie.
He actually mentions. He said, from there is just Bye Bye Birdie. And I was like, oh.
We forget how much things are just in our lexicon here, and we don't realize the references and things. And a lot of times, it's a lot of it from theater and different plays or different things, and all the time you just don't realize it, catchphrases and what have you. So.
Well, and then like before, Bye Bye Birdie was kind of based on the fact when Elvis was going into the Army, and that was such a big deal at that time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why this is set in the 50s, and Conrad Birdie is going in, and he's going to give one last kiss to a teenage girl, and that gets this whole thing rolling, is the one last kiss, and the parents, and the kids, and the excitement of him coming to town. But if you really think about it, and you're old enough, that's all off of Elvis.
Yeah.
And actually, it was offered.
You think about that.
It was offered to Elvis to make the movie. Did you know that?
Oh.
That's a pretty funny fact.
Okay. Well, he had, that was, he had a big movie career, too, there for a little bit.
They rejected it.
Yeah. Well, I would say financially a big movie career. I don't think Elvis did a lot of Gone with the Wind type movies.
No.
Nope.
In his acting days, they were more...
since...
for the comedy girls and the
and a little bit of the singing, promote the records.
Sure, more of the wild adventure and it's Elvis. Come on.
Well, that's like the part that John is playing. I know his manager. It's a funny part because the manager isn't. He wants to be big in
music.
Music, but he really isn't. It seems like Conrad is his only star. And that's one reason he will not marry Rosie, is because he's going to make it. He's going to be King Kong.
Oh yeah.
His prize is on the eye of fame and stardom.
Yeah. Right.
And her eyes on the prize of him. And that's
settle down. Him to be an English teacher and all of that. Normal life.
And he wants big dreams.
Big dreams.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for prep, I mean, do you guys go back and watch the plays and things, or does that taint your perspective a little bit?
I think most people do watch. They watch it because they may not play it exactly, but it does give you kind of a hint to what to do or what you don't want to do.
Sure. What different performers have been thinking about because everybody thinks a different thing about any character, any artist will take it in a different way.
Sure.
So I always like to watch videos and check and say, and sometimes you find very interesting things because sometimes people see one line as funny, some other people as dramatic. So you get a lot of feedback.
Sure. Well, and like when people do like characters of somebody else or things, and I always like to point to the Saturday Night Live example with Will Ferrell. Like we think of Harry Carey, the baseball announcer, and the longtime baseball announcer, and you're like, let me hear you, and you do all that. Well, Will Ferrell did a character of him on Saturday Night Live, and it got almost more popular than him. So when people do Harry Carey, more people do the Will Ferrell Harry Carey as opposed to the actual Harry Carey, Yeah. And I think in acting it's easy to do that, especially with an iconic or a play that just everybody knows for a movie, and you're like, okay, am I going to do the Fred Astaire version of that, or am I going to do my version of that? And so it's always that balance there because, and which way's right, you don't know, because some people are going to be like, well, that's not very Fred Astaire-like, or they're going to be going, well, shoot, might as well just got Fred Astaire to do it if you're going to do that, and so.
Right. Or ideally, everybody will remember you for the character you made for that, your own character, your own style, your own flavor.
Well, I don't think John will mind. When John was picked for this role, his first thing he said to me was, but that's Dick Van Dyke. I'm not Dick Van Dyke. I looked at him and I said, John, you are going to be great. And we picked you because we know you're going to. And he has taken this role and just turned it into his role.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like you said, Dick Van Dyke did a tremendously good job, but people are going to be surprised when they see John on stage.
I originally auditioned for Mr. McAfee, which was the Paul Lynde character, the comic relief, the dad of the daughter or the girl that's going to kiss Conrad Birdie. And I like doing the comical roles, and Albert is a comical role as well, but I saw myself as Mr. McAfee. So when Georgiana called me to offer me Albert, I was like, and I had to look it up real quick, and I'm like,
that's the main character?
That's the main character. This is going to be a first for me. So I was.
So obviously this was probably more than you bit into initially, but now that you're here, are you glad that this is where you're at instead? I mean, like in hindsight, you're like, well, shoot, this is way better me doing this character than I would have done what I thought.
Yeah, I'm loving it now. And the person they cast as Mr. McAfee is Ty Whatley.
Oh,
and
he's
a
great.
riot.
Yeah, funny.
Watching him on stage doing that part, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't get it because he's killing it.
Well, people just, you find where you're at, your niche, you're comfortable. And I would imagine, too, whenever you guys do a new character or role, you kind of, there's got to be like a comparison to your own personality in that character. Every time you do
put
it,
your own being in there. And that's what's going to tell you a little bit more about John, because he has done theater for so long and like support characters. And this is actually, you were telling me the first main character that you're going to be.
I've been up there on my goals in one of my goals in theater was to have the final bow. And I was Horton in Zeusical the Musical, and that got me second. So that was the highest on that ladder of bows. And Albert's the main character with Rosie at the top of that cast list. So this is gonna be the first time that I've been at the first name on that cast list.
Top billing. Next thing is like, I want my name above the board.
No big head.
Me and Brad Pitt right up top there.
Because I've been doing theater for 6 years, and I never saw myself on stage.
It's really cool. You're like, hey.
High school, I was in band, so that's field. That's a whole bunch of people, and on my first show, I had never sang before, and they're like, oh, come on, and as soon as I got that bug, I want to be on stage for as long as they'll have me.
That's cool. Well, good for you. And that's the beauty of community theater too. Yeah. And that's what you don't realize you have these things in you sometimes until they're brought out in you, and that's cool.
Well, and I have to say this, my very first choice before you do auditions, you don't pick ahead, but you kind of think about the field of actors and actresses that you have that are available.
Sure.
And as soon as I saw Rosie, I thought of Viridiana. And I knew that she needed someone to spar against that was just a strong personality.
Sure.
Otherwise, because you're a strong personality on
No,
stage.
am I? No,
Being a strong personality now.
Very intimidating.
I told Kathy, I said, John will be able to keep up with her because her part is very strong and her personality comes out in everything she acts in. And I love working with both of these people.
Thank
and
you,
I hope to
Georgiana.
do it in the future.
Now, how, like you said, you've been working on this couple. How long ago was your first practice? I mean, did COVID come into play here on what you could and couldn't do on this one, or I mean, as far as getting together and all that?
Well, the auditions were on June actually, and I don't remember how long you guys took to give us the news.
It was right after all the restrictions were lifted.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So you guys have been pretty much free to do what you need to do. to get
but
this
you
one
know
ready.
what happens is that they tell you, okay, you are on, you're gonna be this, and they give you the script, and then even if it's 1 or 2 weeks before the first rehearsal, you already know, you have been practicing, you have been rehearsing at your own, at home, learning the songs and everything,
Probably
so
watched the play or the movie a couple hundred times.
And we're
everything else.
they kind of start forming the character, their idea of the character. So when they've had that first rehearsal, they're cold, but they're not frozen.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
The first time we
Paul.
rehearsed
Yeah,
Act
Paul.
2, Vi has a number. It's called The Spanish Rose. And she came in and she knew the song and choreographed her own dance already. And I'm just sitting there going, oh, I'm still reading out of the book. I'm in trouble.
That's what I said about a strong
I know my character's name. I nailed that.
Well, that's the song that I learned for the audition. That's why I had it ready.
She has a slight advantage there, but
Yeah.
but also too, that's where the play's really made. I mean, because let's face it, you have all the people trying out for the characters, and then everyone gets decided the characters, but the real work is when the cast and crew and everyone's together on those practice nights, and the cast is trying to figure out their lines and their placements. The rest of the crews figure out how to pull off the logistics of everything here, from the costuming to the set design and everything else, and it's a whole orchestra going on there.
Yeah.
And that's where the character building, probably the camaraderie, and the part of theater that a lot of people don't realize is the making of friends and making that's. I mean, I would imagine you guys have more fun doing your family events with each other, as much fun as you do the actual performance part, and that kind of thing. Now, don't get me wrong, the performance is all, but the memories you make, the friends you make, long hours, the times. Because let's face it, I know there's nights that it just stunk. There can be days where nothing works right. No one can remember lines, costume malfunctions all over the place. It's just that those things happen, but it's still.
Well, I'm glad Kathy is not here to tell you about those nights.
But all of that, because afterwards you're like, remember that time where the strap?
Oh my God! That's fun. The fun part, like you said.
Yeah.
But you did bring up an important thing, and I'd like to mention him, Dan Tisdale. He is our producer on this, but he also designed the set again. He designed the set for me for Man of La Mancha. He's very, very talented. And he's come in and he's done a wonderful job. But actually, theater is like a little family, and it works best when everybody works together. And I really do believe it's sort of you have your stars, let's say, but really it's a group effort.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody's got a little ego and they want to shine it, and that's
right.
But that's where it all comes together, and the egos work together with the it's just the personalities coming together. And,
at
and
the
all
end
of it makes a beautiful.
We just
soup
want
at the end of the
everybody
day.
to.
Yes, it does.
we just want everybody to be together and shine together and have a great show all together, you know.
Sure.
And we help each other and we listen and we learn from each other.
Absolutely. And I know for folks here, like you said, there's a lot of young talent in this one here. You know, I've done a lot of help with some talent shows and things through the community theater a lot, and I know for a fact there's a lot of young talented individuals that have been part of the community theater in that area, and I'm guessing some of them are going to be doing their acting and singing chops in some of this in this performance here, and I'm not saying you will, but some of these young folks, man, they may have careers in theater at some point. You know?
Happens.
And I'm just saying, you could be watching somebody up there. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, that kid, that's the next guy that was on whatever next Broadway musical that's going to be sitting up on Broadway here, you know, the next Hamilton or whatever it is that's going to be up there. They could have got their start right here in a community little theater just like that, because that's and it is. I know if you've ever been out to the Roswell Community Little Theater, go out and see if they've got their own theater. Which, by the way, they need help with roofing, things like that. It's a lot of money to maintain that kind of stuff. So please come out, support by coming out to the shows. If you'd like to be a member of the community theater, you know, on the board or donations, things like that. There's all kinds of different ways you can help and get involved. Come out to one of the plays during the performances here. There'll be a lot of people that can tell you more about that.
Please do so. Please help us keep this alive
and
here.
They do a great job, and they're always looking for more fresh faces to come and be a part of it. Even if you're all right, you're like, well, I don't sing, I don't dance, I don't act. Okay, no problem. There is a ton of stuff that you could. Do you like to run lights? Do you like to run sound? Do you like to make costumes? Do you like to build things? Do you like to organize? Do you just like to
help
manage
us promote?
People? Yeah. I mean, they need people just working as ushers or ticket takers or, you know, everything you think about in a theater experience, there's somebody volunteering to help make that happen. So if you'd like to be a part of that, that's a great way to do it. And then, of course, if you're just rich and would like to come by with a big suitcase full of cash, I bet they'll even give you a free seat if you do that.
We would appreciate that.
But and also too, if you've never been to the community little theater, many moons ago, it was the old Park Twin Theater. When I moved here to Roswell, that's what it was. And the last movie I saw in there, I don't know if this dates me or tells me about my movie theater going or whatever. Last movie I saw in there was the movie Gods and Generals. If you remember that movie, I saw that 3-hour movie in that theater. I think it's the last movie I remember seeing.
Do you remember how long ago it was?
It was early 2000s, so because I moved here in 2001 or 2000, yeah, and so it was somewhere in there. So
okay,
it wasn't a good movie, by the way. I mean, I love Civil War and I love, but as movies go, that's 3 hours that I didn't get my life back. But now, come on out and matter of fact, I know one of your thespian veterans, Dan Coleman. He used to work there when it was a theater still.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was telling me stories about how they used to go and have their popcorn here, and like different parts of that building. Yeah, I'm not sure if he was a manager or just an employee, but yeah, he worked at the theater when it was a theater back
He's a good little actor. He is.
He's a very big supporter of the community theater, and when he's not acting and working, he's volunteering and doing all kinds of stuff. So
and we want to appreciate all the people that is helping all the time like that, and of course you, Mike, and Pecos Valley Broadcasting, because you are always supporting us with promoting.
We got the easy part. We just turn on the mics and tell y'all do the work.
But thank you.
But please come on, Bye Birdie. Mark these dates on your calendar. First debut weekend will be August 13th, 14th, and 15th. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The Friday and Saturday night are 7:30 p.m. performances, and then a 2 o'clock matinee on Sunday, the 15th. And then we'll do it all over again the next weekend, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Again, 7:30 p.m. Friday and Saturday night performances, and then the 2 p.m. Sunday matinee. You can get tickets, in advance tickets, best way is go to the Community Little Theater's website, which is roswelltheater.com, and spell the theater T-H, the R-E, not the eater. It's T-H. I always spell theater the eater, If you put THEATRE, it'll get you to the Roswell Communal Theater webpage.
Hey, Mike, they can also call 575-622-1982 to get tickets
and
as well.
reserve your ticket.
Very good, very good. So whichever way you prefer, you can do it that way too. And then, of course, tickets will be available at the door. But
Always.
But if it sells out, I'm just saying.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
So
We're
if you want
hoping
to
for it.
guarantee, get it in advance. But I think if you're, Friday opening nights here, you'll be okay. But I'm telling you, the second weekend, once word gets out and people are like, it was really good, you should go, and they bring friends and
Roswell
come
is
up.
big on word of mouth.
Yeah.
For any event.
We got big mouths here in Roswell.
Yes.
I didn't quite mean that.
But yeah, we definitely. So get your tickets and come out for a great show. And here's the thing: even if you're like, I don't like musicals, or I don't like, it's different when you're. It's okay. I get it. You're watching a musical on TV and all that. Okay, but when you're at the theater and it's live performance, it's a whole different.
The energy is there.
Yeah.
And especially, like I said, especially when you see these kids singing and dancing, it's just something, it makes you kind of want to clap your hands or sing along in your seat. Right.
Yeah, come out and celebrate the work of all the folks here. You're going to have a great time and a great show. And who knows? Maybe you come out and you're thinking, I can do that.
Yep.
Talk to the cast after the show. They'd love to have more folks and let them give you a tour.
Mm-hmm.
They have a beautiful theater back there. You don't realize they got all kind of stuff behind that stage. There's like a whole costume room that's just thousands of costumes and things.
That's true.
Because let's face it, they do stuff from period pieces and things. So, by the way, if you've got old furniture and stuff that's not dogged out but dated, if you got furniture that people are like, man, that was nice in the 70s, call the Community Theater. They love stuff like that because all their shows and plays, not all of them are set in the current times and things. So sometimes you need some of those furniture and those clothing items. So you got a few leisure suits lying around that survived the 70s. Call them. They love to have those.
Talking about the clothing. This is set up on the 50s.
Yeah.
So I've been going everywhere trying to find clothing from the 50s, and you can find like from the 80s, maybe.
Yeah.
Even the 70s.
Fashion's reciprocal, and so some of those jeans and things that they wore in the 50s are kind of popular now. So there you can get away with it.
What's funny is there's a number called Telephone Hour, and all the teens had to use a phone, and we were seeing if they could use a rotary phone, and that was quite amusing.
Oh yeah, of course the teenagers wouldn't know how to use the rotary.
You know what? If we never need like a high security area, but we don't want kids in it, maybe we should just use technology from the 50s and 60s.
That and write all the signs in cursive.
What's the security thing? It's your phone number through this rotary thing. Curses are foiled. We'll never get in.
Yep.
That's funny. I just all the time. We better wrap this up.
Yeah,
But again, folks, Roswell Communal Theater, their performance of Bye Bye Birdie. It's coming up 2 weekends here, August.
August 13th.
I'm getting a little ahead of myself. August 13th, 14th, and 15th, and again August 20th. 21st and 22nd. You can go online to the Roswell Theater website. You can also call. Give that phone number one more time.
575-622-1982.
And of course, tickets will be available at the door. Of course, the Roswell Community Little Theater in the Plains Park Shopping Center there, right next to right across from the Dollar General on is that Hobbs?
Yeah.
Or I always get the streets messed up.
Union.
Yeah, it's right there. And then behind the Icon Cinema there or Epic Cinema.
Apex,
whatever it's called now. Icon, Epic, the movie theater.
The movie theater down south.
Right there. So
there's just two here.
Again, 2 weekends coming up here, 13th, 14th, 15th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So don't wait until the last minute because then you're going to miss out. It's just what we do. I know we're the land of manana, but get a little ahead of the game and get your tickets now. So, is there anything we missed? Anything we wanted to share?
No, just
come out and see the show.
Well, thank you guys.
Hi to Kathy.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Will do. Break a leg. I can say
Thank
that to you.
you. Thank you, Mike.
They get salty
Thank
when
you.
the athletes when I say that to them, but you guys, I can do that.
We know. We know.
You like it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
We know
guys.
what you mean.
We'll see you next time. Okay?
Thank you, Mike.
All right. Take care.
shooting a 16-year-old girl Sunday night during a drive-by in the 70 block of East Byrne Street in southern Roswell. Roswell police are asking for your help in providing any information that could potentially help find the suspect. He is Martin Soltero. The RPD investigation determined Soltero was a passenger in the car that drove by the home where the victim and others were outside in the front. Soltero is accused of firing a gunshot that struck the victim, who was later transported to a hospital with a non-life-threatening injury. The driver, 17-year-old Francisco Herrera, has been arrested. Federal prosecutors Monday offered a confidential plea agreement to Cowboys for Trump founder Coy Griffin that might resolve misdemeanor criminal charges against him linked to the January 6th siege on the U.S. Capitol. The county commissioner from New Mexico still denies federal charges that he knowingly entered barricaded areas of the Capitol grounds with the intent of disrupting government as Congress considered the 2020 Electoral College results. I'm Jared Sorello reporting.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks like the monsoon will start kicking back in a little bit over the next few days. Isolated to scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms today. Partly sunny and hot with our high in the upper 90s. Maybe a shower this evening, cloudy overnight and down to about 70. A mix of sunshine and clouds coming up tomorrow and we'll hit the mid-90s. Maybe a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. With the price of chicken soaring, the third largest poultry producer in the United States is being bought for $4.53 billion. Cargill and Continental Grain have formed a joint venture to acquire Sanderson Farms, a company that last year processed more than 4.8 billion pounds of meat. JetBlue has announced its 11th annual Soar with Reading initiative, which tackles the issue of literacy in areas known as book deserts, where access to age-appropriate books for children is often very limited. This summer, JetBlue is taking its free book vending machine initiative online due to the effects of the coronavirus pandemic. On Wall Street, the Dow down 106 points to 35,101. The Nasdaq rose 24 to 14,860. And the S&P 500 fell 4 to 4,432. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Sure, you can inspect your own roof, get out that rickety ladder, crawl around up there and try to spot the problem until... Or you could call the experts at Do Right Roofing. Do Right Roofing has quality products for any type of roof. They can even install seamless gutters. Do Right Roofing will inspect your roof and give you a free estimate fast. Keep your feet on the ground. Call Do Right Roofing today.
575-623-2273. That Do Right. Do your roof right.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Soak up the sun and the savings during the Summer of Fun savings event at Roswell Nissan. Saturday, August 14th from 10 to 1. Roswell Nissan is pulling out all the stops for a little family fun. They'll have games, jolly jumps, bull riding, face painting, a coloring contest, and lots of free food and drinks. Register to win some awesome prizes like a selfie ring light, karaoke machine, a hoverboard, and even a smart TV. Plus vehicles as low as $99 a month. The Summer of Fun savings event. Saturday, August 14th, 10 to 1 at Roswell Nissan. 2111 West 2nd. Red Dirt Black Gold 2021 is coming Saturday, August 28th in downtown Artesia, featuring some of the best in red dirt country from Tel Runyon, Josh Malloy, Bart Crow, and Reckless Kelly. 92.9 The Brand is giving you the chance to score a VIP experience. We're talking food, backstage access, and the best seat in the house. Just text VIP along with your name to 291-7468. That's VIP along with your name to 291-7468. Enter for your chance to go VIP from Red Dirt Black Gold and The Brand.
I was driving home from work.
I was heading out to meet my friends.
I was thinking about what I would make for dinner.
I was just changing the station on my radio.
I was checking my cell phone.
I was only trying to change lanes.
I never saw him.
You never saw him.
I never saw that motorcycle.
Until it was too late.
Unfortunately, sometimes drivers don't notice motorcycles on the road until it's too late. Be aware. Always look for motorcycles, because it's their road too.
Sponsored by NMDOT and aired in cooperation with the NMBA and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. U-Haul is the world's largest advertiser in the Yellow Pages. Too bad millennials don't know what the Yellow Pages are. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:58. Stay tuned next hour. About 9:15 or so, we'll be joined in studio by Robert Reynolds. Robert pops by once a month to keep us up to date on things happening around town, poetry, his High Prairie Poetry Society, gospel meetings, things like that. Senior Circle, all that when they're open, but not open for quite a while now. But when they do open, he keeps us up to date there too. But he'll join us next hour and give us all the skinny on things happening here in the next month or so. I do want to let you know that Nook, we've had her on the show many times, bringing her delicious treats from Asian Market. Well, she's looking for some good employees. She's got immediate openings available. She's not looking for cooks. She's got the cooking covered, but she does need help everywhere else. She is looking for wait staff and sales and cashiers. So she needs help both for the store side, the market, and also the restaurant. So wait staff for the market, but sales, cashier, things like that for the restaurant side too. Looking for folks that are friendly and hardworking. And if you have any questions or would like to apply, best thing to do is apply in person. Swing on by Nook's Asian Market at 5702 South Main Street, right here in Roswell. They're an equal opportunity employer. But yeah, South Main, heading on South Main like you're going towards the college and the base and all that, you will see it on your right, the far south side of town. Look for the big blue sign, steel building, Asian Market, right there, 5702 South Main Street. All right, time for some town hall news. We'll be back on the other side. Don't go away.
No static at all. Your new home for talk radio is KEND Roswell.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. And the hour is upon us.
The bipartisan infrastructure plan is on track for a final Senate vote today.
Washington correspondent Mike Rossi.
Final votes on the $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure plan are expected in the Senate around 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, with the expectation that the package will be approved. Some 70 senators appear ready to vote for the package, overcoming opposition from liberals in the Democratic wing and staunch conservatives among the Republicans.
Approval of the $1 trillion bill would set the stage for debate and an eventual vote on an even bigger Democrat package totaling $3.5 trillion. As expected, Wisconsin's Democratic Governor Tony Evers vetoing several election integrity bills passed by the state's Republican-led legislature. No Democrats supported the measures. Republicans don't have the votes for a veto override. Better get the shot or else. Washington Governor Jay Inslee says state workers and employees in private health care and long-term care settings will be required to be inoculated against COVID-19 as a condition of continued employment.
Individuals covered by this order I will issue today will have until October 18th to become fully vaccinated against the COVID disease.
A South Florida condo building being evacuated some 6 weeks after the collapse of a Surfside condominium tower. The 8-story Miami building with 138 units was ordered evacuated last night. Miami city officials say the building had failed to obtain a 40-year safety recertification and also had several code violations. Checking Wall Street now, stocks are mixed. The Dow is up 110 points, while the Nasdaq is down 84, and the S&P is off a fraction. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Looking for a way to pay for that new home improvement you've been waiting for? Ready to consolidate credit card debt at a lower interest rate? Figure offers multiple loan options that can help you improve your finances. From mortgage refinances to home equity lines and personal loans, Figure can help you find the loan that's right for you. Figure takes all the stress and hassle out of the process. Apply 100% online at Figure.com and see your new rate in a few clicks. Figure out your finances at Figure.com. Figure Lending LLC. Equal Opportunity Lender. NMLS 1717824. Terms and conditions apply.
The United States has killed Osama bin Laden.
Hours after that announcement, the White House leaked that it was SEAL Team 6 that carried out the operation. Al-Qaeda placed bounties on the heads of all Navy SEALs. Then just 3 months later, a U.S. Army helicopter carrying many from SEAL Team 6 and others.
Anybody out there? We have a fallen angel. Fallen angel. Roger.
Fallen Angel, Extortion 1-7. The story most Americans don't know. Watch exclusively at salemnow.com.
The trial of an Iranian citizen accused of war crimes and murder during the final phase of the Iran-Iraq War of the 1980s is underway in Stockholm. The defendant, who denies any wrongdoing, is a former Iranian prison employee.
Unusually in Sweden, we're expecting around 3 hearings a week. This could go on until April. And that's because Swedish authorities say they've already gathered an 8,000-page case file. They've got dozens of witnesses that they've spoken to and that could well appear at the trial in the coming months. And human rights organisations are watching this very closely because no senior Iranian official has ever been jailed or tried for these alleged crimes in the late 1980s. And so a lot of people will be watching to see what happens here and if that could set a precedent for others to go on trial in future.
That's BBC correspondent Maddie Savage reporting from the Swedish capital. News and analysis at townhall.com. Some new COVID rules for this European country.
France is now requiring people to show a QR code proving they have a special virus pass before they can enjoy restaurants and cafes or travel across the country. The measure is part of a government plan to encourage more people to get a COVID-19 vaccine shot and slow down a surge in infections, as the highly contagious Delta variant now accounts for most cases in France. Over 36 million people in France, or more than 54% of the population, are fully vaccinated. Keith Peters reporting.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott is appealing for out-of-state help from healthcare workers to fight the third wave of COVID-19. Today's appeal comes as a county-owned hospital in Houston raises tents to accommodate a COVID-19 patient overflow. Let's get on Wall Street. The Dow is up 131 points, NASDAQ down 82. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. Leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
Nope.
3.
Tres inviernos.
Sorry, that was me.
The nope.
The nope, that was me.
You know what it is? You didn't start your day off with a good dose of chocolate milk. You need a healthy dose of calcium and vitamin C to get you started in the day.
I do, and some D.
Yeah. I may or may not have gotten a kickback from the National Dairy Council. That's, we won't talk about that.
Yeah, all I've had is just water.
You got a kickback from the National Water Council? All I can think of is that scene from Just Friends. He goes, I'll just have this water. Takes a drink. He goes, I'm stuffed.
Water. Now, yeah, welcome to hour 3.
Yeah.
We did it. We made it.
We made it, everybody.
Barely.
That's right.
We're limping in, but we made it. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Yes, sir.
That it is.
The second day of the rest of your life. Embrace it.
Yeah. Trying to think, is there anything worth getting excited for, like, on TV?
Well, okay, so...
Kind of isn't.
This is where my nerdness comes out. I'm super excited about the next 2 weeks, but for a reason that nobody on the planet is going to care about.
Is this something wrestling involved?
It is very wrestling involved.
Okay.
So AEW may or may not have come across 2 very lucrative contracts over the past couple of months.
Well, WWE's been firing off all their people.
Just killing them off left and right. So the rumor going around the wrestling sphere is that over the next couple of weeks, you will see the debuts in AEW of Bryan Danielson, a.k.a. Daniel Bryan, the Yes guy from WWE. Okay. Remember him, the beard? and CM Punk.
He's been out for a while.
He's been out for a real long while, but CM Punk, I'm not going to say CM Punk to AEW confirmed, but it's looking like it. A lot of hints that are kind of, being like the smart marks out there on the internet, like they're calling the second Rampage the first dance, and the first dance is in reference to the Chicago Bulls and the Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, because it's in Chicago. And the song that they used to come out to, the I can't remember what it's called, but that's the entrance music that CM Punk used to use. So they're implying that there's a lot of tentacles out there that are implying that the next couple of weeks could be very, very interesting in programming.
They're doing the work.
That's right. Right. Tony Khan's got some deep pockets, man. His dad's he's got oil money. His dad owns the Jacksonville Jaguars and some football club in Britain.
Yeah, I don't watch wrestling anymore, but I do enjoy the wrestling documentaries, the Dark Side.
And they're coming back, by the way.
The A&E ones, the whole deal. But the one thing I've learned, and I still am, I don't, and I get it, there's a lot of money to be made in wrestling and all that, but the collectors of these things that have these basements full of stuff, where does that money come from to acquire? Because there's literally thousands of dollars, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars in merchandise in some of these people's basements. And some of them are affluent. You can tell. Like there's some people, they walk into their house and they look like, but some of these guys are just, average Joes. And I'm like, how are they able to afford these crazy expensive items?
Well, because Mike, unlike you or me, these people don't spend money on silly things like food or clothing.
Maybe
that's
what it is. They have no lives.
They spend their money on memorabilia. Do you have any idea what I would do to get a replica belt? That's like the one thing I want more than anything else. Like my bucket list item to have in my office for my display. I just want a replica belt. But they're like $400 or $500 for even a semi-quality one.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, what would I give? $500. But I'm not sitting on $500 extra right now,
Well, those aren't collectible, are they?
Not necessarily.
Yeah. I mean, the real ones are, but not replica belts.
Now, if you can get your hands on like one of the older edition ones, like the Flaming Skull, if you can get like a replica Flaming Skull belt from the Stone Cold Steve Austin era, or like the Spinner belt from the Cena era, I mean, those are have a little bit more value, even in the replica status.
I just see it now. I get it. I'm seeing the upper crust of these things, like the A&E has a treasure hunting show where they send wrestlers out trying to find their stuff back, basically. And just for instance, like there was a Ric Flair robe, a butterfly robe that I think at the end of the day they ended up selling for like $20,000. And you're like, oh my goodness.
Which you heard about that, right? They just released Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I mean, among all the other like releases they've had, so all this stuff's been made out to like about a big deal. What a big deal he is.
Yeah.
They just released him. They made this huge deal about the Fiend and getting all his merchandise back. They just released him. It's like they're getting rid of him faster than they can do memorabilia episodes.
Ric Flair looks like an old man though.
Well, he is an old man. He's in his 70s.
I know. He should retire.
Right. But
he should.
He's not active. He's still got that name draw though.
Yeah. I mean, just stick to the loan commercials or whatever he's doing right now.
Because he's always going to be that limo riding, jet plane flying, and kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, handsome son of a gun. So he's got the name draw.
Do you think he gets tired of the woos?
Oh, would you?
Yes, I'm tired of them.
That's your thing, though.
I know.
But think about it. If you had a ready-made thing to walk into any room with, like if your thing was whammy wham wham wazzle, and you just walked into a room and just went whammy wham wham wazzle, and they're like, "Hey, Sean's here." It's instantly recognizable. As you walk into a room and you go, "Woo!" Instantly, people are like, "Oh my God, Ric Flair's here!" And fanfare and joyous occasions.
Yeah, I guess that's got to get old.
One's got to
because there's a bunch of people going, "Hey, do the woo, do the woo,
do the thing,
do the woo," and I hate that.
Now that would get pretty old. It's like if you're Urkel, hey, say did I do that? But
I mean, it's like and you've experienced this in the comedic worlds and everything. When people hear that you do comedy, they're like,
joke,
and you're like, no,
I don't have jokes. I have premises.
No other jobs do you do that. People are like, oh, I work at a restaurant. Go make me a burger. No one says that.
I'm a garbage guy. Take my trash out.
Yeah, they don't say that to you. Why do they do it to
never comes up? It's the entertainment mindset. It's entertain me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets a bit old, but.
I just think,
Now, I wonder, though.
It's in the same mark as, now, granted, they're bazillionaires because of woos and get her dones,
Right.
but you'd think after a while.
I got to imagine that's, unless you have like $20,000 every time you get her done. I mean, that would have an effect. But do you think he
Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Brought to you by Carl's Jr. Why do you keep saying that? Because they pay me every time I do. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. Do you think that he like gauges his woos based on his mood? He walks in, he's had like a rough day. He just walks in, he goes, woo.
Hey, how was your day? Woo.
Woo, man. Woo.
Or just other events in his, like, he's got to go to the bathroom and, woo! Eagles landed. I mean, where else does it
go? It'd be annoying to be in the stall next door. I'm a courtesy flush, bud.
Woo!
Tell that to me what's up.
Who does number 2 work for? We just crowbarred 3 different movies, as it does. Robert Reynolds is going to join us here and class things up just a minute. We'll chit-chat about things happening around town with Robert in a few. Later on this hour, we'll get you up to date with the town hall news, the local variety, and then, of course, our Fox or town hall business update and whatever else we can come up with for this hour of the show. Before we do any of that, let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather. And the word rain is in the forecast, and it's going to be hanging around for a few days. And cooler temperatures coming too, but still warm here. But here you go.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks like the monsoon will start kicking back in a little bit over the next few days. Isolated to scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms today. Partly sunny and hot with our high in the upper 90s. Maybe a shower this evening, cloudy overnight and down to about 70. A mix of sunshine and clouds coming up tomorrow and we'll hit the mid-90s. Maybe a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 79 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 56%. Winds currently out of the south at 10 miles per hour. Today, we do have a 30% chance of rain for this afternoon. They're saying particularly after 3 o'clock today. Partly cloudy with a high of 96 expected and winds out of the south 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, we're looking at a 20% chance of rain. Now they're saying mainly before midnight. Earlier, they were saying mainly before 7. So, now they're bringing it out to midnight tonight. Mostly cloudy. Otherwise, overnight low is 71. South winds 5 to 15. Wednesday, we're looking at a 30% chance of rain for the afternoon. Partly cloudy with a high of 94. South winds 5 to 15. 20% chance of showers Wednesday night. 40% chance of rain on Thursday. Otherwise, mostly sunny and 91. Friday, we're looking at a 60% chance of showers, high of 87. Friday night, a 50% chance of rain, and Saturday, 50% chance as well, partly cloudy and 87. 40% chance of rain on Sunday, partly cloudy, high of 86, and even a 30% when you head back to work and school on Monday, mostly sunny, 88. But we'll be floating in the mid-90s today, and then gradually that temp will drop a little bit, a degree or two, and then we'll settle in the upper 80s here by Thursday, Friday of this week. All right, it is 16 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and take a 3.5 minute commercial break, and then on the other side of the break, Robert Reynolds will join us. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Our original gold-rimmed homemade vanilla. The country's gold standard of ice cream flavors since 1969. Its hand-cranked taste takes you back to simpler times. That's why we put the word home right on the carton.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell Ice Cream at Walgreens stores and Smokey's Country Market in Capitan.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. While we've been talking about our colorful geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come see us at Roswell Seed Company. We have a fix that's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Dallas Cowboys football 2021.
Prescott in the gun. They blitz.
Only heard here.
Deep ball by Prescott. Man all alone at the goal line. CeeDee Lamb.
All season.
43 yards, a touchdown, and a touchdown dance. Friday night, it's your Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Live from State Farm Stadium on this Dallas Cowboys radio network station.
Pre-game at 7, kickoff at 8 on 92.9 The Brand. Brought to you in part by Big O Tire.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Turtles can breathe through their butts. We imagine you know some people who do that too, because that's where their heads reside. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 20 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, Robert Reynolds back with us. Good morning, Robert.
Morning, Mike. Good morning, everyone. I was just say hi to Tom and Wayne.
Yeah.
And Christine and Chris Hicks and everybody else that listens to 106.5 FM 5 days a week from 7 to 10. And we appreciate it. Mike appreciates it.
Absolutely.
We appreciate everything.
Thanks to all 6 of you that listen. I think there's a couple more out there, but I do appreciate each and every one of you out there. Do they hang out together and listen, or do they?
Yeah.
Cool. Good for
Plus, I got 4 more you listening today, too.
All right. Well, I'll try not to screw up. For folks that aren't familiar, Robert joins us once a month to keep us up to date on things happening around town. Normally, in the pre-COVID world, we talked about things happening at Senior Circle and things like that. Unfortunately, all those are still on hiatus during the COVID. But we got lots of other events happening around town with your poetry group, with gospel, with just things happening around town. It's a busy time, and Robert keeps us up to date on all those things. So you're not, even though there's no Senior Circle and all that, there's still plenty of other things for you to keep us up to date about.
Yeah.
Good deal, which is a good thing.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Well, I guess we ought to get started here. Like we said, Senior Circle, they're still on hiatus, but when they do come back someday, they usually do their birthday parties at 2 p.m. on the second Wednesday?
Yeah.
Second Wednesday of the month. Mm-hmm. And they usually do a get-together cake, and there's music and all kind of stuff. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be doing those, too. The Genealogical Society, the Wilson Cobb Library, they're still not open, but you can become a member and everything still, right? Okay. That's a great way to support them. What does it cost? Like $5 a year or something?
It's $4.50 for single and $9 for double.
There you go. So for $9, you and your spouse, if you don't have one of those, for $4.50, you can support the the Genealogical Society, and it's if you love if you love the 23s and me's and all those out there, ancestry.coms and all that, the Genealogical Society is they have access to all that stuff too, all those, but then they have their own library of stuff there too, and of course they're really good at helping people kind of track down their family trees and things. So become a member. Even though the library is not open right now, you can support them by becoming a member and help that way. And then I'm sure you can use some of their online resources during this time. Not so much the in-person stuff. But yeah, well, good. It's a great thing. So we'll talk about your High Prairie Poetry Society. Give us an update there.
Yes, I'm president of the High Prairie Poetry Society in my 10th year. And September 18th, hopefully the first meeting back.
Okay.
Be at 2 o'clock. Either be at Enchanted Hills Park or Stella Coffee Shop. It depends. They like to go to Stella Coffee Shop. I have to find out if it's still going to be open with this barrage going on again.
Okay.
At 2 p.m. And all ages are welcome. You can listen. You can do your poetry. You can read it out of books or anything you want to do.
Yeah, it's entirely up to you. I guess the only requirement is you have to be a fan of poetry. If you like poetry, if you like writing it, if you like listening to it, if you like reading it, if you like sharing it, then the High Prairie Poetry Society would love to have you come and be a part of it. So,
yeah.
But yeah, you can come and just listen, or if you write your own poetry, or maybe you just love reading other poems and love to share the ones that mean more to you, then please come on out.
Now, if any of the schools, we used to have the school contests and stuff a few years ago before I became president. And if any schools, kids like to come out and bring their poetry, they're welcome to it.
Okay, good deal. And we'll let you know. Shoot me a text or tell me when you all know if it's going to be at Stellar or at Enchanted Hills. If I don't see you between now and then, which I don't think I will. So, let me know, and I'll let everyone know here on the radio too.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully it'll be there at Stellar, and everyone get their cup of joe while they're doing their poetry. I think you're more creative when you got a mocha or a latte in front of you, and you got the smells wafting in there, and it percolates your brain better.
Now I've got over 200 poetry wrote so far.
Wow! And how many of them are songs? Because I know you some of you convert to gospel songs. Some are all of them poems, or some of them morphed into gospel songs.
I converted 50 songs out of both of them so far, one to the next.
Okay. Do you ever try to convert some of the songs and you're like, no, it's better as a poem, and then take it back to a poem again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you think in my head that sounded good, and then you hear it and you're like, nope, that was just good in my head. I got a lot of that. Yeah. But yeah, if you love poetry and love to get in touch with Robert here, and we'll give Robert's phone number at the end, and then come on out. Love to have people get back involved again. I know it took a bit of a hiatus during the COVID break there, but now you're getting back meeting monthly again, and love to have folks come out and celebrate and do the poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all part of a statewide group, right? Like the High Prairie Poetry Societies across the state of New Mexico. You're in charge of the Roswell chapter, basically. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, they're in 10 different cities altogether.
Okay. So, do y'all ever have a statewide meeting to get together or anything?
It's usually in May, but with this virus, we didn't have it this year.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Or last year.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, maybe next May you'll be able to do that. Knock on wood. Give us an update on Trinity United Methodist Church. I know you're there singing. They got the new pastor in place, so give us an update.
Yes, Trinity United Methodist Church, the 9 a.m. service, I sing solo, and they have 11 a.m. service, and the new pastor, he's been there about 2 months.
Okay.
His name's Pastor Young, and he does real good. And if anybody wants to come out, it's a 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock service. On the 9 o'clock, bring your earplugs when I sing.
We do gospel singing in sign. We do it with sign language. People seem to enjoy that better.
I told somebody one time to bring earbuds, and they did.
They put them on when you started singing? Oh, they were messing with you there.
That's funny.
That's good.
They got me back.
Yeah. Well, you should one-up them. Just if you can, get like a bunch of those little foam ear ones and just provide them to people before you start. Here, you just pass them out. Here you go. Here you go. Don't say nothing. Just hand it to them.
Now you can't complain when I get done.
That's pretty good. No, you don't need earplugs. But you sing there on Trinity United Methodist there on Sunday mornings, and that's at the 11 o'clock service.
9 o'clock.
The 9 o'clock service. Okay. The 11 o'clock's the one that's online too, right?
Yes.
So if you love to have you come in person, but if you can't come out because of COVID or whatever, you don't feel comfortable, please get online and check it out.
Yeah, they figure if I sing in an 11 o'clock service, the poetry people, the choir people will quit.
Well, that's one way to get on choir, and just say, hey, you chase them every way. It's like, well, I'll sign up.
Ronnie Mulford, sign up.
Nah, he's a great singer, and he can, Robert tickles the ivories there, or tickles the tonsils, not the ivories. You don't play piano. But come on out and be a part of it. If you're looking for a new church home, come and grow together. It sounds like the new pastor's coming in and getting with the family and learning everybody and kind of coming and being part of the church there. So that's a good thing.
He does outstanding sermon.
Oh, good deal. Well, that's kind of, isn't that the key when you look at pastors? Like, hey, they can nail sermon, and they got it going on. So good. Well, it sounds like it's be great. Come out again. Services on Sundays, the 9 a.m. service and 11 a.m. service. 11 a.m. is also available online. Just look for Trinity United Methodist Church on Facebook, and then you can watch it there, beginning at 11 a.m. So, awesome. Give us an update on your Sun Country Physical Therapy. Of course, for folks that don't know, Robert, a couple years ago, was a lot more Robert than he is now. And he's lost half of Robert in his time and in the last couple of years here, and all of that's working with the staff at Sun Country Physical Therapy. So, give an update on what's going on there.
Yeah. I weighed 324 pounds. I'm down to 214. I lost another pound last week.
Nice.
And
I think I picked it up.
And Sam, Daryl Ilwell, he's the owner. And they're open from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursday, and on Friday, 8 to noon. And he's got weights in there. He does all kinds of belts to wear to help lose weight. He does all physical therapy you can think of.
Yeah.
And he's really got some nice people working for him.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a healthier lifestyle, he can help with that. Obviously, if you're dealing with like surgery rehab or sports rehab or any of those kind of physical therapy needs, they can handle all of that too.
Yeah.
So it's for folks that need it because they're recouping from something, be it surgery or be it an injury or like this, just saying, you know what, I had one too many Pop-Tarts, and now I need to get back into shape here. You can help you with that, too.
Yeah.
So, very good. Excellent. Let's talk a little bit about the courthouse lawn. Is that something you're going to be doing?
No, if it ain't raining, I'm going to be singing there Friday night.
Okay. Is this their church services they do on the Friday nights out there? They kind of do like an open service
on
out
the courthouse lawn.
Yeah.
It's going to be this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 nights. It's usually just on Friday.
Okay.
But it's going to be all 3 nights from 7 to 9.
Okay.
And they're going to, they got free hot dogs and hamburgers and chips and drinks.
Yeah, they do free
no
food.
alcohol.
Yeah, it's an alcohol-free, but free food and drinks and fellowship, and they just kind of gather there and they worship God, and I think there's some singing and some praying and some eating and some celebrating. But now it's a 3-day deal for this week.
3-day deal.
All right, so come out Thursday night, Friday night, or Saturday night. What time do they get going out there? Usually it's about 5.
7 to 9. The food they start serving at 5:30.
Okay. Yeah, usually if I'm leaving work around that time on a Friday, usually I see them out there getting ready for food and all that about 5:30. So.
Yeah.
Cool. But they'll be out there all 3 days this weekend, beginning Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if you'd love to come out and be a part of that. Cool. Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little bit about the what's this, board bash?
Yeah. It's the board bash.
Okay.
It's the Roswell Museum and Arts Center.
Okay.
From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
And they got games They got food and lots of fun, all kinds of games. And then at 5 o'clock, you get a ticket, and they're going to have a drawing at 5 o'clock for some kind of prize.
Okay. What date is this?
It's just coming Saturday.
This Saturday.
The 14th.
Okay. All right. And that's all day from 10 to 6. And then they'll do the drawing, like I said, at 5 p.m. that night.
Yeah.
So cool. So come out, bring the family, and play games and win prizes and do all that kind of stuff out at the Roswell Museum and Art Center.
Yeah.
Very cool. Good deal. They got a lot of great stuff happening out at the museum, at the zoo. If you're looking for stuff to do for your family, check both of those places out. I know they're charging admission things. There's memberships, but they can do it really affordable. There's I know the zoo, is it the first or third Saturday? One of those Saturdays of the month. I don't remember. I apologize off the top of my head. They do free admission for local residents and things like that too. So, and I think the museum does something very similar too. But check those events out, and those are great assets to our community that we as family members and community members can enjoy. So check them out. Let's talk about the.
We got the Roswell Museum and Art Center again.
Okay, another event there.
And it's 10 a.m. on the 14th, the same day, from 10 to 1, and it's going to be hand painting.
Okay.
And the number is 624-6744 for more information.
Okay. I think you're not painting your hand. You're using your hand as a painting vessel. I don't think they're going, all right, we're going to put a blue here. I think what they're doing, just to clarify, because some people are like, why are they painting our hands? No, I think what they do is use your hand, you dip it in paint, and you make art with your paint on it. Yeah, it's not your, oh, look, I've got the Mona Lisa on my palm. Isn't that pretty? No, I don't think it's that.
It probably works as well for you.
Although I would like to see that. That would be pretty good. Yeah. But, again, that's this Saturday at the Roswell Museum and Art Center as well.
Yeah.
Perfect. Talk about American Legion. Of course, the American Legion nationally, they've got a scholarship, the Wing Riders. It's a scholarship program, and what they do is the scholarship is for military, the significant spouses, or mostly kids, the kids or the dependents of military that have either been hurt in combat or have paid the ultimate sacrifice in combat. Their dependents can apply for these full ride scholarships to school and things. Yeah. And so the riders, American Legion riders, they're starting in, I believe, Arkansas, and they're going to be driving to Tucson, and they're doing there's going to be like 500 bikes coming through, and they're going to be in Roswell on the 24th. Yeah. And that's what Robert's telling us about here, but they're coming through town raising money for this scholarship program, the Wing. So if you'd like to come by to Post 28 on Montana, they're going to be in town about 11:30 to about 1 or so, and you can come out. They're going to meet the riders. If you'd like to make a donation, there's going to be things you can buy, like booths where you can buy, bandanas and shirts and stuff. Yeah, I think there's going to be food. Sheriff Mike Harrington's going to be, I think he's on grill. I think he's grilling up burgers and dogs and everything. But it's going to be a cool event. And, go ahead and elaborate on what I missed there, Robert.
Yeah. So far, it's over 500. And when they down in Tucson, from all over the United States, there's going to be 25 to 30,000 motorbikes.
By the end of the trip, there. Okay.
And the head of the American Legion of all the United States
the
is
commander.
going to be in Roswell,
the national
at 11:30
commander
on the 24th, he's going to be here.
Yeah, so you can come and meet him. He's the national commander for American Legion, and then, of course, come out meet. And if you'd like to be a part of American Legion, it's a good opportunity to learn more about it. But we'll have both American Legion Post 28 and Post 61. This is a event they put together, and the event will be at Post 28's facility there on Montana. And they're going to come into town. I think there's going to be a group of riders. Charles Eastlist, our undersheriff, I think he's going to have a group of riders meeting them outside of town. They'll do a safety brief and things, and then they're going to hook up with the riders and then ride into town. They're going to come through town, and I think right around College, they're going to turn there and then make their way to Montana into the American Legion post there, and then they're going to be there. And like I said, like Robert said, they anticipate some 500 to 600 bikes will be there on site during this event. And they'll be here for a couple hours. And then about 1:30 or so, they're going to head to Ruidoso and stay the night there in Ruidoso and then make their trip on west to Tucson. over the next couple days here. But if you'd like to donate, come out to the event. If you'd like to just buy stuff, they got stuff that's supporting the American Legion, a couple other nonprofits and things that'll be doing stuff. They're going to have great food, great camaraderie. It's just a short little during the lunch there on a Tuesday, the 24th. So it'll be 2 Tuesdays from now, not this.
2 weeks from today.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today. Yeah, Thank you, Robert. So put on your calendars, American Legion, Post 28 there on Montana. Come out and be a part of it. And it should be a pretty cool sight, seeing 500 motorcycles waving American flags and all of that coming through town. It's going to be hard to miss that on that day.
I want to see if I can get me a ride on the back of one of them.
There you go. See if you can someone to put you on their hog. Or better yet, what about one of those sidecars?
That's more for me.
Like the car on the side, put you that little helmet. I could do that. I'm like, I can't ride a bike. I don't have those skill sets. But you can pop me in that little side cart. I'll be sitting there smiling, eating bugs. Very cool. Let's talk a little bit about then American Legion's doing a dinner right after that the next day, right?
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that. Post 28, I believe.
Yeah. Post 28.
Mm-hmm.
They're having a dinner and dance.
Okay.
And everything's free for the veterans, and you can bring a guest, but they got to come with the veterans. It's not
okay.
To the place.
Gotcha.
And it's from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And it's just going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, so a free dance and dinner for veterans and their guests.
Yes.
Cool. And that's going to be August 20. What is that? 25th?
It's 25th, just the next day.
That Wednesday, and that'll be from 6 to 9 there. Same location, American Legion Post 28 there on Montana.
Yes.
And come out. They usually put out good food on those things, so we'll see what's on the grill there. You know what? I'll tell you this. American Legion folks know how to eat. I'm just saying, when they're cooking food, just show up, because they usually have pretty good food. If you're looking for food, go find an American Legion event. They got pretty good food at all those things. It's kind of a unwritten rule. It's like church. I would say church is number one, like when it comes to food, because you can't have church without food. It's just like peanut butter and chocolate just goes together,
Yeah.
And American Legion's probably number 2 behind churches and food. So just throwing it out there. Let's talk a little bit about your wedding. You want to wait till the end on that?
Yes.
Okay, let's skip that. Let's talk about Chili Cheese Festival.
Yeah, the Chili Cheese Festival, the courthouse lawn. And for more information, 914-8018, and they'll give you the dates and everything on that.
That's upstairs. I think they're rolling things around the hall. I don't think it's coming on the radio, but people can. It sounds like they're herding elephants upstairs. Sorry about that, Robert.
Yeah. They never had the date on the Chili Cheese Festival yet.
Okay.
That's a phone number they can call, 914-8018.
Very good. Let's talk about, what is this here in El Paso here?
The University of Texas
at
El Paso. They got the brass quartet on Friday at the courthouse lawn.
Oh.
And from 6 to 7 o'clock.
When day is this?
The
UTEP band, they're going to be performing there on the courthouse lawn? Cool. I'll look into that. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard about that. Do you know the date on that?
You probably could call the same number, 914-8018.
Okay.
And they'll give you the information. I forgot to put the date on there.
Okay. And, of course, Piñata Fest as well coming up in October, too, here.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun. If you've never been to Piñata Fest, it's not all piñatas. There's a lot of eating and a lot of good fun there, too. And oh, yeah, there is a plethora of piñatas. What's the matter, Robert?
Yeah, the courthouse lawn.
Okay.
624-0889 for more information on the Piñata Fest.
Cool. Very good. All right, let's talk about painting with what's this painting event here? I can't read the first part there.
Yeah, it's
Museum and Art Center.
Art Center again. Okay. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Painting, painting with the hands.
Okay.
And the name of it's Go Big.
All right.
And
so if you're big-handed, you really are desired at this one. Go big hands. Okay. They'll give you a hand if you have any problem. Sorry, I'm doing too many hand jokes. I crossed the line there. I apologize. I will get a handle on it. Yeah. I'm not a dad, but I got dad jokes. I'll do them all day, I'll tell you. Let's see. Let's talk about Red Dirt Black Gold. That's coming up in end of August here.
Yeah, Artesia.
Yeah.
August 28th.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Dim Black Gold Festival.
Yeah.
Free music at 8 p.m. And that's out in the park.
Yeah, it's there in Artesia out, I think is it JC Park or MLK? I can't remember which park. But yeah, that's coming up August 28th in Artesia. They'll have Red Dirt, Black Gold music going on. They usually have all kinds of food and things going on, too, as part of all that. And matter of fact, if you listen to Sean Smalls, you've heard Sean on this radio, you listen to his country show in the mornings, he's giving away VIP experiences to this year's Red Dirt Black Gold, so be listening for chances to win those from Mr. Sean Smalls on 92.9 The Brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. The official station of this year's Red Dirt Black Gold. Sorry, I had to throw a plug in. Let's see. Let's talk about the what's this? Bloomfest. Is this Bloomfest in Albuquerque?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
They're going to Bloomfest in Albuquerque, October 2nd through the 9th.
Okay.
And if everything goes well, it's going to be over 500 balloons, and weather permitting, and nothing holds it up or something.
Okay. If they, as far as I know, their plans are to move forward with it. There's no talk of not having it this year or having some weird virtual version of it or something. I think it's all full go this year. So it's a lot of fun if you've never been. Pro tip: get there early. And you know what? The buses are generally the better way to get in. Like you can drive into Bloomfiesta Park, but it might take you a few hours to get in because of so many people. But what they usually do is they'll have little bus pickup parts around the city, like usually at the malls. They'll have pickup locations, and basically you drive to one of these locations, you get your tickets or what have you, and then you take the bus into Bloomfiesta Park, and then you park at the mall or park at wherever one of these locations are at, and then you just take the shuttle into the Bloomfiesta. It is a lot easier than to do it that way, and I highly recommend. So if you go to Bloomfiesta, try the park and ride situation. That's usually a pretty good way to do that. So yeah, good deal. But yeah, mark it on your calendars here for October 2nd through the 9th there in Albuquerque. Also in October 9th, this is I'm sorry, I can't read what that is there.
The Roswell Museum and Art Center.
Okay.
They got the Czech art contest.
Okay.
And they didn't have the time on there, so when the time gets there, they'll have all that down.
Okay. Well, it's October. We'll have more time.
They're having the art contest drawings and stuff.
Okay. Well, we'll have time in October to get all that, and then of course Jazz Fest. That's happening here. First Methodist Church. And that's going to be what date is that?
It's going to be the courthouse lawn.
Okay.
So, the first. I can't even read my own right.
That's it. I can't read it, so if you can't, we're in trouble.
We'll just have to bring that up.
Okay, we'll talk more about that one as we get closer. Yeah. And then also we've got the Artesia Clay's Fun Shoot coming up in September as well. If you've never been a part of Clay's Crusher Fun Shoots.
This is really fun.
Yeah.
It's September 18th, the Clay Crushers. They got the shoot at 9 a.m. Eddy County shooting range. And you can call the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
They'll give you more information. But that is really fun.
Yeah, it is a fun shoot.
Yeah.
So it's, you get some competitive people out there, but it's not, it's kind of like golfing. And they do is they go around to different stations, and each station they got to shoot sometimes the clays or go high, sometimes they go low, sometimes they skip, and each station has a different obstacle. Like think of it like putt golf with shotguns and clay pigeons.
Yeah,
that's what it's like. A lot like that. It's really fun.
Yeah, in West Virginia, when I was growing up, they had the turkey shoot.
Yeah,
with the shotgun. And then whoever win, they give out. They won turkeys and different things.
Yeah,
and I took and changed the the targets for them sometime.
They usually do that around the holidays, around Thanksgiving, Christmas time. They'll do the turkey shoots and win turkeys and all that. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. And then finally, do we want to talk about this last thing, or do you want to wait on the 21 there, or do we? Is that?
Yeah, I crossed that out.
Okay.
Let's go wait.
All right. Well, let's talk about your wedding anniversary. You guys are having a little shindig celebration coming up here in just a couple weeks, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. We got our 57th wedding anniversary, me and Robert and Don Reynolds.
Yeah.
And
congratulations, you guys. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
57 years.
And we're going to be at Enchanted Hills.
Okay.
From 5 to 9 on August 28th.
Nice.
And it's going to be a happy. So far, I got 30 people coming.
Okay. So it kind of like a potluck deal, just kind of bring a covered dish and come and celebrate and have fun with us.
So sing songs and dance if you want, play games or whatever.
All right.
And it's raining, get wet and bring your soap.
All right. Well, they got a pavilion out there, so you can get dry off after you got wet. So good deal. So what's the date on that again?
It's Saturday, August the 28th.
Okay.
From 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
So about 2.5 weeks away.
Park.
Awesome. So about 2.5 weeks away here.
Yeah.
So very cool. So all come out, be a part, brings a covered dish, and bring your dancing shoes and maybe some poetry or some. Some stuff to have a good time. Maybe a Frisbee, something like that.
We'll have poetry, sing songs, and whatever, and just have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Marshmallows. Be good. So, awesome. Well, congratulations on that. That's awesome, you guys.
Thank you.
Very good.
Congratulations on you, too, for tomorrow, number 20.
Yeah, number 20 for me tomorrow. So, we'll be officially in the books as 20 tomorrow. So, thank you. Yeah. But it goes by quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know 20 years has gone by quick for me. I'm sure 57 probably has been a blur for you guys as well, I'm thinking. So.
I can't believe we went from 50 to 57 already. We celebrated our 50th in the Roswell Adult Center now 7 years later.
Yeah.
I don't know where the time goes.
It's like, wasn't that just last year? No, that was 7 years ago. Yeah, it just goes by quick. So, well, awesome. Of course, if anybody has any questions about anything we're talking about here, any of these events, and would like more information or like to learn more about High Prairie Poetry Society or sing some gospel music with you or any of these things, please call Robert direct. Give out your phone numbers for folks to call you.
Yeah, I just have the one phone number now.
Okay.
It's 575-208-9513.
Okay.
And you can leave a message, and I'll get back to you.
Very good. Leave a voicemail if you don't get Robert live, and he'll get back to you and get whatever information you need there. So,
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate the visit, and you guys have a wonderful day. Try to stay dry if we get some moisture here, and stay cool. I guess that's a big, important thing, too. So, awesome.
Thank you for having us again, Mike, and everybody have a good day if possible.
Absolutely. You too, and we'll see you next time, okay?
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right. Take care, guys. It is 9:51. Probably should pause for some local news, your Hannity update, and Town Hall Business update. Quick break as well. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. An 18-year-old man is charged with aggravated battery for allegedly shooting a 16-year-old girl Sunday night during a drive-by in the 70 block of East Byrne Street in southern Roswell. Roswell police are asking for your help in providing any information that could potentially help find the suspect. He is Martin Soltero. The RPD investigation determined Soltero was a passenger in the car that drove by the home where the victim and others were outside in the front. Soltero is accused of firing a gunshot that struck the victim, who was later transported to a hospital with a non-life-threatening injury. The driver, 17-year-old Francisco Herrera, has been arrested. Federal prosecutors Monday offered a confidential plea agreement to Cowboys for Trump founder Coy Griffin that might resolve misdemeanor criminal charges against him linked to the January 6th siege on the U.S. Capitol. The county commissioner from New Mexico still denies federal charges that he knowingly entered barricaded areas of the Capitol grounds with the intent of disrupting government as Congress considered the 2020 Electoral College results. I'm Jared Cirillo reporting.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Now we've got France, Germany, United Kingdom, UK, with their health pass mandate. You got people storming BBC headquarters, people now protesting there. You look at the facts in all of this, and there is no facts. You have one Texas mayor. We told you about what was happening in one Texas city, McAllen, Texas, last weekend. 7,000 cases. I think it was 1,500 in the last week alone. One Texas mayor appearing on Fox News on Friday night with Laura Ingraham said, we need help. Mayor McAllen has issued a public plea for help. Things have gotten so bad there. Said the city is running out of money.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
For eligible individuals 18 or older only. Not available in Oregon or West Virginia. Results vary. See website for details and important safety information.
If your hearing aids are 2 years old or older, you may be missing out on the huge advancement in hearing aid technology now available with Lively Hearing Aids. Switching to Lively Hearing Aids is like going from this to this. You'll be amazed at the difference. Our rechargeable hearing aids last up to 30 hours without a charge. Bluetooth enabled, they can stream music and calls directly through your hearing aids. And adjustable settings in the Lively app put you in control of your hearing. If you've been waiting to replace your current hearing aids because of the cost, the price of Lively hearing aids will be music to your ears. Lively hearing aids cost half the price of most hearing aids, and they're backed by a 100-day money-back guarantee. Try Lively today risk-free for 100 days and save $100 at listenlively.com/radio. That's listenlively.com/radio. listenlively.com/radio.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks like the monsoon will start kicking back in a little bit over the next few days. Isolated to scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms today. Partly sunny and hot with our high in the upper 90s. Maybe a shower this evening, cloudy overnight and down to about 70. A mix of sunshine and clouds coming up tomorrow and we'll hit the mid-90s. Maybe a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Rich Thomason. Tech company SoftBank's fiscal first quarter earnings fell 39% in the absence of a cash benefit from the merger of Sprint, which boosted profits a year ago.
Tokyo-based SoftBank Group is reporting a $6.9 billion profit for the April to June period. Quarterly sales rose nearly 16% to about $13 billion. SoftBank had posted for the fiscal year that ended in March the biggest annual net profit for any company in Japanese history. But analysts say the value of SoftBank's holdings has been declining.
Correspondent Jeremy House. Modest gains on Wall Street at this morning's opening bell. Traders on edge over the global surge of the coronavirus Delta variant. Houston-based Cisco reporting fiscal fourth quarter net income $151.1 million after reporting a loss in the same period 1 year ago. With business, I'm Rich Thomason.
Times are changing, and today's funerals aren't always the sad and solemn events you might expect. This is Gabriel Casaus from Lagrone Funeral Chapel. Along with hymns and scriptures, today's funeral services are often filled with fish stories, country songs, and a joke or two, golf clubs and hot rods, favorite recipes, and kitchen disasters. At Lagrone Funeral Chapel, we believe a funeral should reflect your loved one's personality, passion, and sense of humor. When you lose a loved one, we're here, because at Lagrone Funeral Chapel and Crematory, we make it personal.
900 South Main, Roswell.
Hey, this is Dr. Keon Egger at Carabelli Dental in Roswell. Our office is passionate about creating beautiful, long-lasting smiles. But here's the thing. Sometimes that means dentures, and that's not a bad thing. These aren't your grandma's dentures. We combine artistry and the latest technology to create beautiful, natural-looking teeth. If you are in southeastern New Mexico and you have dentures or are considering dentures, you need to come visit us at Carabelli Dental.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental or call 622-4455. Red Dirt Black Gold 2021 is coming Saturday, August 28th in downtown Artesia, featuring some of the best in Red Dirt country from Tel Runyon, Josh Malloy, Bart Crow, and Reckless Kelly. 92.9 The Brand is giving you the chance to score a VIP experience. We're talking food, backstage access, and the best seat in the house. Just text VIP along with your name to 291-7468. That's VIP along with your name to 291-7468. Enter for your chance to go VIP from Red Dirt Black Gold and The Brand.
Coming up on the next edition of the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show, Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky on everything going on right now in D.C. with the budget, the infrastructure bill, plus the COVID madness that continues to spread across the country. And Clay?
We are going to discuss my stand against masks as I roll in as an angry dad to get ready for the big debate on the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show.
Travis and Sexton are on Roswell's Talk FM weekdays at 10. Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Alaska is the only state name that can be typed on one row of keys. Go ahead and try typing the other 49 states. We'll wait. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 9:58. Got a few minutes here before we wrap up today's show. If you missed any part of our show, I invite you, as always, to go back and check it out at your leisure. You'll find the whole show in its entirety right now at ksvptv.com in the Mornings with Mike Winters channel. You'll also find it on our 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM Facebook wall. And then after the show here, give about 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes, Tanner will separate our interviews from the main body of the show and make those available to watch just by themselves at your leisure. Same places, ksvptv.com in the Mornings with Mike Winters channel, and also online on our Facebook page, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM on Facebook. We had Pastors Troy Smotherman and Sean Kelly join us in the 7 o'clock hour from Church on the Move. Talked about family night happening Friday night out at Church on the Move, and just inviting folks to come and check out the church and come be a part. They've got all kind of stuff coming up here in the coming fall here. And then in the 8 o'clock hour, excuse me, we replayed our interview we had last Monday with the folks from the Roswell Community Little Theater. This weekend is opening weekend for the Community Little Theater's production of Bye Bye Birdie. This Friday and Saturday night at 7:30 p.m., Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m., and then they'll do it all over again next weekend as well, October 20th, 21st, and then 22nd as well. Log on to roswelltheater.com or call 622-1982 for tickets. And then Robert Reynolds joined us just a few minutes